Rather than give score updates, I'd like to tell the Good Ticket listeners the many reasons why I love breast milk. It's not just the taste or the receptacles. It's the mother's love I can taste in every drop. I feel its life-giving power when I'm crushing morning radio every day. Breast milk gets me a little excited. I invite all listeners to tweet me as much milk-related content. I would really appreciate it. At George Dunham on Twitter.
This is your ticket ticker from the great beyond. I'm AI coach Bob Knight. Hey, is that a-hole Corby here? Even in death, I haven't forgiven that bastard. I'd love to take him out for a nice long hunting trip and just wait for a dove to fly by that stupid face of his, then pow, just like that motherfucker. Shout out to all my haters still walking the earth. I'm burning my ass up down here, but I'm having the time of my life.
Hello, lads. This is Norm Hitzges hosting a ticket ticker. As the holiday season approaches, I'm reminded of a story from my youth when Mama Hitzges would gather all 23 children into the parlor and light up the whale oil lamp and sat us next to the Victrola. We had been out in the pasture playing baseball using cow manure as bases and a brick of hardtack as the baseball. As we passed around the roasted goose, we sang holiday carols and shared in the love of family. We had so little, but we didn't really care about material things. So on this, the season of holiday giving, remember to love your fellow man and neighbor. We are all in this together, making the season bright. That said, I have a list of people from the ticket I'll never miss. First, Matt Birmingham. That little needs to be introduced to the blunt end of a large stick and maybe the front end of a Buick in my estimation. I also won't miss Bob Sturm. That sports imposter couldn't hold my nutsack on his best day. That Sun Prairie blowhard can eat it. Daddy ruined my last day by trying to upstage me with his overrated singing, but we'll let that one go, pal. And the Mavs are home tonight hosting the Jazz. Can you believe Luka missed a game for the birth of his child? What a trash horse. I'll save the rest for my podcast. Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges.
Well, it's roughly 8:40 here on the ticket, and it's time to talk travel with one of the foremost travel experts as seen on PBS with his wonderful specials. Please say hello to American travel writer, author, activist, and television personality, Mr. Rick Steves.
Hello, I'm Rick Steves, and it's Christmas time in Europe. From manger scenes to mistletoe, from Rome to Norway, it's the most wonderful time of the year to travel abroad. It's also the home stretch for those who play fantasy football, with
Yes.
final roster adjustments just a part of what makes Christmas time so special. Let's start our Yuletide journey in the capital of Bohemia, Prague. This sparkling city showcases a myriad of architectural styles, from Romanesque to Gothic. It's also the perfect place to upgrade your tight end position. Consider dumping T.J. Hawkinson with the Vikings' quarterback problems in favor of rising Cowboys star Jake Ferguson.
Wow.
Let us now make our way to Austria, a true winter wonderland this time of year. Some of the most picturesque cities in Europe can be found here. It was in this region of Salzburg that the most beloved Christmas carol of the season, Silent Night, was sung for the first time. Speaking of silent, Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert has gone silent the last 2 weeks. With just one touchdown pass and only 16 points put on the board by his LA offense. Dump him from your roster in favor of Justin Fields, who is back and primed to rack up yards in the air and on the ground. From Salzburg, we board a train, travel through the mountains, and end up in Vienna, the capital of Austria, perched beautifully on the Danube. The Christmas markets in Vienna are to die for, with all manner of hot cider and warm pastries to enjoy on a cold winter's day. Speaking of markets, if you're in the market to add a wide receiver to your fantasy roster for the final 5 weeks, why not grab Michael Pittman Jr.? The Colts are rolling, and Pittman has 2 straight games of 10 catches and 100 yards.
He's so versatile.
Not sure about Pittman? Why not ask a local? The Viennese are not only big fans of the holiday season, they're also quite knowledgeable when it comes to the NFL's intricate passing schemes and the receivers who excel within them. Now that we've had our fill of Austria, let's jump back on the train and head south to Italy and the region of Tuscany. Sacred music and prayer infuse this tranquil landscape. Christmas is celebrated in a more subtle fashion in rural Italy. In this small town's piazza, the locals are gathering to perform a living nativity scene. They'll recreate Bethlehem on that holiest of nights. Speaking of holy, if your fantasy defense has some holes in it, why not swap it out for a more solid unit to finish the season, like the Chiefs or Steelers? Both units are undervalued, in my opinion, much like a glass of Chianti before midnight mass is undervalued here in Tuscany. I'm not even sure what that means, but Merry Christmas. Let's hop on a plane now and head for jolly old England and one of my favorite places to make adjustments to my fantasy football roster, London. Few cities embody the Christmas season like London, with carolers filling the streets with timeless sounds of the season. Here we are in Trafalgar Square, where children on their best behavior ask Santa for the toy of their dreams, and fantasy football fathers needing more production at the running back position ask Santa for Christian McCaffrey. Traditional Christmas fare in England includes eggnog and figgy pie, figgy pudding as well. Find a small, charming pub and enjoy those holiday delicacies while finalizing that running back position. Isaiah Pacheco might be a nice ad here, with the Chiefs looking to jumpstart their offense for another title run.
Yeah.
Our final stop on our fantasy football Christmas tour of Europe is Paris. We take the Channel train from London to the City of Lights. Few places on earth do Christmas like Paris. One of my favorite things to do is take a sunset dinner cruise on the River Seine. The views of the Eiffel Tower and Christmas lights will take your breath away. It's also the perfect time to make those tough fantasy roster calls. Perhaps floating by Notre Dame Cathedral will motivate you to add former Fighting Irish wide receiver Chase Claypool to your roster.
Okay.
Hoping for a resurrection of his career. That concludes our whirlwind fantasy football Christmas tour of Europe. I hope this journey has inspired you to make holiday travel a part of your life. And I hope we've also given you some solid fantasy football tips that will allow you to beat the Hades out of the rest of your league. Bon Natale, Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas, and go football. I'm Rick Steves.
Yeah!
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Fantastic to hear from you.
Well done, Rick Steves.
Wow.
Thank you very much for that.
It's George Dunham of the Morning Muser, and I brought along a friend for this ticker.
Hey, sports fans. Gordon Keith of The Ticket. Hello, George.
Hey, great Gordo. Did you bring the good stuff? How's the purity?
98% pure, my precious calcium cannon compadre.
Perfect, because the big man doesn't settle for that spoiled, low-grade A-cup milk. This may sound a little weird, but can we try something?
Lay it on me, Jub.
Will you pour your breast milk directly into my mouth?
I've never tried that before.
It's okay. We can take it slow.
When I pour the milk into your mouth, I feel so effing powerful and so effing horny.
Wait, are these microphones on? Oh,
Get the Steak Podcast at patreon.com/sportsgreek.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite game show, full of sexual tension and innuendos. The show that's led to more divorces and exposure to extramarital affairs, the Newlywed Game. Now, here's the host that barely knows what love is himself and is used to being a cuck, Killer Kellis.
Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome.
Turn his mic up.
Yeah, it feels like a word we can't say. I checked with Davey. He said it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a
hey, cut.
there was a divide on. Well, I don't know if we should say it over and over again.
Maybe just once. Okay.
Yeah, there's Davey and I thought, what's wrong with that word? And then other people hear it as a really offensive word.
It's kind of a hard word.
It depends on if you are one.
Yeah, it's
then
probably
you find
depends
it
on what your
offensive.
wife's done behind your back.
I think it's just because it sounds like another word almost.
Yeah.
But it's not behind your back if you're sitting there because you have to watch it.
Okay, get on with the game show.
All right,
Jason.
Hey, welcome to the Newlywed Game, guys. This week we have the Rant versus the Whip. Welcome to the show, boys.
Hey, thanks for having us, Jason.
All right, so it's a very simple game. I'm going to ask a question. Davey, if I ask you a question, Gordon, you're the one who's got the answer.
What?
Okay? So you're trying to guess his answer.
Okay.
And vice versa.
He's going to run out of energy here in about 30 seconds.
I'm running out really fast.
I'm going to try and guess what I think he would say.
Correct. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start off with the Rant because you're the older generation of the show. Davey, you're the first one up. Ready? This question's about Gordon.
You got to bring this music down.
All right. Now the energy comes down in the room.
Okay.
All right.
Other than Lee Harvey Oswald, what collectible items does Gordon collect? Give me two things that Gordon collects.
Collectible items does Gordon collect?
That he collects that are not LHO.
They're not Lee Harvey Oswald.
You have your answer.
I have my answer locked in.
Davey, what is your answer?
Typewriters and guitars.
Gordon?
That is correct.
All right.
That
Good
is
job.
correct.
All right. That's 1 point for the Rant.
Are you keeping
So
score
all we
over
have
there?
to say is yes or no?
Yeah, no.
So that's right.
Actually, you know what?
I think we did it wrong there.
We did it wrong. Gordon is supposed to write down the answer.
Yeah, I'm supposed to
You're
write
supposed
down
to
what
say what
he's
it is.
going to say.
You're going to say what it is, but he's going to be writing it down.
But now that we did
I
it
thought
wrong,
you said you knew how this worked.
we have
I got
to
excited.
continue it this way.
I
All right,
got
can
excited.
we please cancel
Mino,
White
you're
Elephant?
up.
Okay,
You ready?
so I write or I say?
Well, you both write. You both write.
The pen you
Matt.
gave me doesn't work.
Here.
Am I keeping score?
No, Daddy is. While he's
Try
saying
your
it.
best, Ham.
Where's Daddy?
I'm trying to keep my score. Okay, Mino, this
Yes.
is about Justin.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So
No.
who's writing?
No, I'm
They
ready.
are both writing.
What?
They are just both of you write at the same time. It's
I'm
okay.
left-handed.
Just don't argue with me. Just do what I tell you to do. Both of you write. What
Why are you yelling? You're a
is
foot from
Justin's
me.
MC name? What is Justin's MC name?
Okay, I'm writing it
Okay,
down.
so then they hold it up and we see if it's the same.
Yes.
Does spelling
That's how
count?
it works.
No, it doesn't
That's
matter.
how it works?
All right.
Well, I got the
don't
spelling
know.
right.
Gentlemen, what you guys got?
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
Crutches.
It's
With a
one-
K and a Z.
It's
K
1-1,
Z.
gentlemen. All right.
So they got it
Gordon.
right.
Crutches.
They got it right. Gordon,
Besties.
Yes.
what type of vehicle was Davey driving the night he ran out of gas and had to push the vehicle with his pants filled full of baby batter?
Okay. I'm going to guess. Now, Davey's also writing what he thinks
Yes.
I'm going to put, right?
No, I'm writing the real answer.
Yeah, Davey
No, I thought he's supposed to write what he thinks I'll say.
No, he's got to write the real answer.
Jason almost just fell down in studio. Okay.
He's got to write the real
Full of
answer.
energy.
I'm
All
so
right.
excited.
This is what I think.
All right, what you got?
A Jeep CJ5.
Okay. Jeep Wrangler. We'll
Close
take
enough.
it.
That's
A
close
Jeep.
enough.
Close enough. Jeep is
Yes.
a Jeep.
There you go.
I don't know the difference.
Okay.
All right. Justin,
Uh-huh.
what Dallas Cowboy did Mino play against in high school?
All right.
I know this.
I don't know this.
I think there's
Crutches
only,
again.
I think there's only one.
All right, let's see what we got, boys.
1, 2, 3.
Cole Beasley?
Cole Beasley.
All right, point for
Little
Whip.
Elm High School.
All
It's
right.
a dead heat.
Wait,
Dave.
Mino played against him?
I did.
Yes.
He was a
Dave.
quarterback.
What?
Beat his ass.
What?
I said beat.
Is Gordon's favorite dessert topping? I said that weird.
We're not going to stop that every time.
weird.
All right,
what do
I
we
got
got,
it.
boys?
I got it.
Whipped cream. We both
Whipped
got it
cream.
right.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Wow, you guys know each other. You must really love
Well,
one another.
everyone knows. Every P1 knows that. You're supposed to give stuff
He
that
didn't
is
dig
really
deep on
intimate.
you. You're
Right,
real
Monty.
surface level. Uh-huh.
Monty, this is about Mino. How many girlfriends has Mino blown off for the whip?
Does the patio
What does that
girl
mean?
count?
Yeah, I don't know what that
How many
means.
How many relationships has he ruined because of your show?
Okay.
I don't know what
Is
that means,
a definite
but-
number?
What?
I don't know that Mino has an answer.
Yeah, I don't know if Killer thought this out.
He's already out of questions.
Yeah. Now he's
Okay.
just
Right, what
improvising
number do you guys
questions.
got?
I put 0. I don't think he ever
I put
has.
3.
Oh, no points
Ah, okay. Disagreement.
I don't know.
there. Mino.
Yes. Wait,
Ju-
isn't
what's
it
the
their
score?
turn?
Right now it is 3-2. Rant.
Thank you.
Mino.
Wait, we don't
Yeah,
get a
it's their
question
turn.
now?
After
It's
them,
their
now.
turn.
We just did us.
I'm getting so confused.
How?
Gordon.
Yes, Jason.
How many relationships has Dave ruined during the running of the rant?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. So we were okay. Hold on, I'm gonna say this is gonna be just kind of a blind guess. I'm gonna say this number.
Yeah, 4.
Put 4.
Only one.
During the course of the rant.
During the course of the rant,
The first marriage.
That was first divorce.
Go, Dave.
That ran the entire 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jan Tarkington.
I swear, in my memory, you were married for like a year and a half.
Yeah, but then I don't know.
We're bogging. Let's keep going.
How many relationships did I ruin after that?
Killer says move on.
Mino. Who woke
I know
up
the answer
Monty?
for me. I've ruined all of them.
Who woke up Monty from his in-studio nap?
Okay, I think I know this. When he
There
cussed,
are multiple answers to this, but
Hand
I'm thinking
angel?
the
you're
one that
guessing
was
one.
featured on air.
Which nap?
Yeah.
Didn't you
That
say
was
that you put your
Peter's.
wedding
Peter Welton.
Peter
photography
Welton.
album
Good
out on the
job.
curb for bulk
The score is
trash?
tied 3-3.
Did you tell me that?
Maybe no. I think I burned pictures in the fire pit.
Oh, you did?
I don't know.
You didn't want any
Killer.
bulk trash
Dave.
picker to...
Doing an outro.
What was Gordon's favorite pet during the pandemic?
Pit.
See, people
Pet.
already know that.
Yeah, yours are not real.
You're asking
deep.
things that even P1s will know. I think it's supposed to be even more intimate than that, but okay.
All right, let's see
I
what
got
you
to
guys
write it down
Yeah.
too, right?
Yes. A tart?
Okay.
tort.
I wrote it short.
Is anus. Oh, he didn't get it.
Anus,
see?
yes, it's tortoise.
Oh,
pay
bunker
yes,
tortoise.
bunker tortoise. I forgot.
Yes.
You did pay a lot of extra care to your anus during
My
the pandemic.
pet.
Mino.
My
the
pet
anus.
anus.
Feed it
Mino.
lettuce.
Who
Yes.
is Justin's prison girlfriend?
Feed it cylinders.
Justin's prison girlfriend.
She's
I don't even
currently in
understand
prison
that.
right now.
Oh. Okay.
Aunt Becky.
All right.
All right,
what do
I
we
got
have?
it. I got
Yolanda.
Selena's killer.
Yes,
Girl that killed
Selena's
Selena.
killer. All right, that's
Wait, I've missed this lore. What, are you obsessed with Yolanda?
No, just she's getting out pretty soon, and I feel like I'm.
You have a shot?
Yeah, like she's probably going to have pretty
guys
low
are-
standards.
Yeah,
You guys are going to be
Because you're the
pen
only
pals.
Hispanic that'll forgive her?
Yeah.
It's fine, Yo-Yo. No one cares.
all right. Gordon,
Yes.
what was Davey's first wife's name?
Do you want me to say that? Is that okay, Dave?
Well, not the full name.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Just the first name.
Bitch.
All right, you got one.
Yes.
I was told you would not get that.
How would I not get that? We hung around quite a bit.
They're dear
I
friends.
watched her take a nacho out of Davey's hand that he was about to shove into his mouth, and she scraped the sour cream off of it and then handed it back to him.
Yeah.
Monty.
It's too fattening.
She was soda before soda.
Yeah.
Monty. Mino was a blood
Personal
boy for
soda
what
ballet.
show before becoming an employee at the ticket?
I'm guessing
What
you
show?
mean who he interned for.
Well, that's a nice way of saying
Okay.
it.
Okay. Well,
We should all have
that.
blood
That was a
boys.
very confusing question. Okay, I'm changing my answer.
Now I need to find Mrs. Take Sour Cream off my nachos one day. Norm.
That's true
Hitzkes.
love.
Norm.
It's
That's true
5-4 whip.
She would just knock the whole nacho out of my hand, I feel like.
Dave.
And pump your stomach,
winning?
too.
It's, Whip is winning 5-4. Dave.
Perform lipo.
What movie and
Just
book?
while you're sleeping, she just tries to perform nighttime lipo
No,
on
not
you.
again. Like misery.
What movie and book, besides the Warren Commission, does Gordon know backwards and forwards and claims is one of the best ever?
Oh, my God.
Ooh, boy, that's a good question. I guess I just got to write down anything, right?
I think I would put the Bible.
That's not a bad guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
My God, or the Bible.
Was that Road to the
I got
Lost-
Road Less Traveled.
very close.
He went a little.
I wrote Mein Kampf or the Bible.
Jeez,
No,
Dave.
you put Mein Kampf, a.k.a. the Bible.
I thought it was Lonesome Dove.
I thought it was Lonesome Dove, too, but...
No.
All right. Monty.
They can seal it right here.
Yeah.
In what state did Mino attend college?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, come
That's
Give
on.
us the title,
easy.
baby.
This is ridiculous.
Right there in good old Kansas.
Kansas, the Ottawa Braves, baby.
We still love
All
each
right.
other.
So you guys can catch up. I'll give you both real
What
fast each
state?
one.
Okay.
Who?
You're listening to the Newlywed
Gordon,
Game with Killer, who designed this.
mascot,
And so, hey, don't worry about it. You guys don't have to worry about a thing. It's a home run. I've got it.
Works.
All right. This is a double question. What does Dave call his hemorrhoids, and who is his musical inspiration?
Okay.
This is worth 2 points to tie it up.
Is it the same answer?
No.
And who is his musical inspiration? Ugh.
Butt Cherry.
That's very difficult, but
I wrote Grape Cluster Morrissey.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah! Great Cluster Morrissey is exactly what I had.
That would be the name of your bingo card.
All right.
Great
Mino,
Cluster Morrissey.
Mino.
What
article
my new
is
cover band?
For my bottom and I found a roid.
What
And
article
they
of clothing
itch and
did
they
Monty steal from
terrify me.
Kevin James? What did he steal from Kevin James?
Okay.
1 hour of his life.
Yeah. His time.
It was his UPS jacket.
Yeah, his uniform.
Or IPS.
I guess it worked, though. I mean, Monty stayed alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it worked.
That
by
jacket
the
has
Kevin
magical
James.
powers.
I have to put the uniform on once a day or I die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the deal you made with the
that's magic.
devil.
Okay, right before I go to bed. Oh, God, I forgot today.
All right, this is worth double points. Double points.
They'll all miss me.
What guitarist does Gordon worship?
He's going to get that.
He didn't get Turtle.
Yeah, he didn't get that. Well, it's not. I call it Taurus.
Have we missed one yet,
Do
Justin?
you know how to spell John Mayer? Oh.
He didn't get that one.
Oh, no.
We have a winner, folks.
If you had said now Dave put James McMurtry, and if you had asked songwriter, that would have been the right answer. But you said guitar player.
Yes.
And it's Jerry Reed.
Damn it.
He watches Jerry Reed picking videos at NBA Finals.
That's
Congratulations, Whip. You guys have won.
Kiss me, brother.
Let's effing go.
They have worked together more recently.
Yeah.
6'9".
They just recently got divorced.
Best friends, baby.
Take your pen back.
All
right, coming up next, are we going to try to go Christmas caroling here in the ticket
let's go
office?
Christmas caroling. Let's
We've
do
got
this.
instruments, we've got the desire, we know the songs. We're going to do it next.
The ticket ticker.
All right, this ticket ticker brought to you by me, written by Davey. Today, Norman Milton Lear passed away at the age of 101. The famed TV producer, left coast elitist, and noted libtard leaves a checkered legacy in American pop culture. He attempted to start a race war with All in the Family, featuring MAGA icon Archie Bunker being driven out of his all-American neighborhood. He championed empowered ugly bitches with Maude and One Day at a Time. He glorified the projects with Good Times and encouraged stealing and hoarding trash with Sanford & Son. He made the case for affirmative action and set unrealistic expectations for the lower class. With the Jeffersons, the only thing he did right was raise up the white savior in different strokes, no matter how ungrateful those adopted CPS cases were. Rest in pieces, Norman Lear. This has been the Ticket Ticker by me, and I believe Jan 6 was a constitutional protected expression of conscientious objectors. Joe Biden is not my president. I'm Justin Montemare. The next Ticket Ticker's at, I don't know, sometime. That's a ticker. All right, welcome back to the midday presentation here on White Elephant Day. You got Gordon Keith captaining this thing with Dave Lane, David Mino, me, Justin Montemayor, and the Killer.
I'm running the board again.
And look at
I get
you,
to play drops.
back in your natural habitat. Dude, play an oldie but a goodie. Yeah. Well, right now...
This is nostalgic for me.
Does it feel good?
And this
Do you
mic
feel right?
still sucks.
Doesn't sound great. Coming up in our next segment here on White Elephant Day, we'll check in with the Rant news desk, and then I will have a Monty bit at 11:30, and then 11:50 we'll do the Birdhouse. Send some questions in to @Killer1310. Ask the Rant, ask Whip, ask Killer, whatever you want. But right now, David, let's check in with our comrades who I believe are
I don't see them
through the hallways right now, perhaps going down to the sales desk with instruments. Boys, do you have us?
Can you hear us?
Hey,
we got
Davey.
you. I hear Davey.
Am I too loud?
No, you're great.
You sound great, yeah.
All right, we are making our way down to sales. Oh, it looks like they're having a big meeting in the main conference room.
So I believe we have...
we have Cactus and we have Natalia.
Oh.
Hi, Cactus.
Hi, Davey. How are you?
Natalia. Hi. Are you feeling the Christmas spirit?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to be serenaded?
Sure.
All right, what number are we going to do, fellas?
Everybody know Silent Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Silent night.
Holy night down his sweet all is come. All is bright. Down yon virgin mother and child.
Thank you.
How do you feel? Does that improve the Christmas spirit? Thank you so much, Natalia. All right, we need to find more people who need merriment.
Let's see. Where can we go, Dave?
Where's Dan Bennett?
Tammy's here?
We're making our way through sales. We're passing all the festive decorations. Gordon's looking for a target. Oh, there's Kev Rach.
Come on, let's do Christmas Carol.
Hey, Kev Rach.
Cammy's down there, too.
Hey,
Davey.
Hey, Gordo.
And Reed. There's Reed over there. Would you guys like to be serenaded?
Oh, of course.
We hope that this enhances your Christmas spirit.
No, yeah, we got to. What's your favorite Christmas carol?
This way they'll know I was at the office.
What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Is Little Drummer Boy?
Oh yeah, we
know that one. We know that one.
Okay. Little Drummer Boy, you ready? It starts off with a guitar intro, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it is pretty guitar heavy, that song. 3, 4, 7.
Tune that thing.
The joy has come, the little drummer boy.
And heaven and nature sing.
And heaven and nature sing. Play for me, little drummer boy.
Was that your favorite rendition of that song?
I kind of like the David Bowie, Bing Crosby one a little bit better, but that was close.
Hey,
you guys know that one.
Crosby beat his kids. So, anyway.
Yeah, so at least we've got that on him.
Let's do one more.
Yeah. What's a classic? What should we play here?
One of the most classic ones is probably Rudolph, isn't it?
Yeah, Rudolph or Jingle Bells, one of the two.
It's probably the most religious of the songs.
Why don't we do a medley of Rudolph and Jingle Bells?
Okay, sounds good to
me. We can sing it in the round.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Well, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most crazy reindeer of all? Have the heart of the snow,
in one horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! And all they
like Monopoly.
Oh, Christopher Columbus and holy
Tuba solo. That's the end. Everyone cheer.
Crushed it.
Wow. Look at us in the Christmas spirit now.
Back to you, Monty.
Thank you so much. Mino, I don't know about you, but man, I'm
in the Christmas spirit now.
December 25th already, between Killer barely playing the tuba to Gordon playing an out-of-tune guitar. I am locked in.
What drop do you want to hear?
Ooh. How about Absolutely, You Bitch?
How about, here we go.
Absolutely, you bitch.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Still got it. Still got it after
you don't
all
lose
these
it.
years.
It's like riding a bike. All right. It's 11:08 here on the ticket. Coming up next, we'll check in with the Rant news desk.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your newsman, Gen X Davey Lane.
Dave.
Thank you. So if you are a... listener of the Rant from so many years ago, you may remember that we covered the odd and unusual news on that program. And so I figured we would do a little news segment today. And today's news segment is in the animal kingdom.
Okay, so it's themed.
It is animal themed.
Okay.
We have a handful of stories that I found interesting. First is that researchers in Antarctica have found that chinstrap penguins...
Oh, those are those douchey ones that look like JT, the chinstrap beard.
I think they're just born with fur that is in the shape of a chinstrap.
I didn't know we had...
I don't think
I thought they just shaved it that way.
Oh, yes. We got douchey penguins. Why would they be different than any other creature on Earth? There's douchey animals, and then there's animals that are cool.
Spike in their hair.
Yeah. You seen those penguins that have that spiky hair?
The yellow spiky hair.
Oh, it's so annoying. They're such tryhards.
They're Ed Hardy.
Yeah. No, I don't think these are the spiky-haired ones, but they do have
the Ed Hardy tuxedos.
they have the chinstrap beard. Well, anyway, researchers were monitoring them, and they realized that as they guard their chicks, so they pair off, they're like monogamous for life, right? And they pair off, and
that's questionable, I think.
They build little...
Search their DMs, search their texts. I think you'll find evidence that that's not true.
Right. Yeah, the guy penguin tries to make the girl penguin believe that they're monogamous. Yes. But they build little nests made out of pebbles in November.
That doesn't sound comfortable.
And then they have eggs, and then the eggs hatch, and then they share parenting duties. One parent tends to the eggs or the chicks after they are hatched, and then the other one will go out and get fish, go fishing in the ocean to feed the family.
Yeah,
well, that's progressive co-parenting.
You don't think when Pops is on that fishing trip, he doesn't swing by the penguin brothel?
Yeah.
And
talk to the madam.
When they have the eggs or the chicks in the nest, they have to beware because there are large birds called brown skuas that prey on the eggs or the birds, and also
what's wrong with that? So they're religious and they just offer blessings over the eggs?
They try to eat them. They try to eat the eggs or the baby chicks. And they also have to guard against other members of the colony stealing pebbles out of their nest for their own nest.
Do they protect the pebbles more than the egg?
I think...
Are they of equal importance to the penguin?
The hierarchy, they would protect their young more than the pebbles.
Okay.
But anyway, so Won Young Lee, a biologist at the Korean Polar Research Institute.
Wait, why does Korea need a Polar Research Institute?
I don't know. But he noticed that the breeding penguins would frequently blink their eyes and apparently nod off. And no, as they
ran out of energy
as
on a fishing trip.
As they are sitting on the nest.
Passing out in the brothel.
And they, through observation,
took it out of me, girl.
They realized that they nod off thousands of times each day for about 4 seconds at a time, and that these micro sleeps add up to 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
That they sleep for 11 hours, but only 4 seconds at a time.
Wait, so what's the math of when they're not asleep?
Well, then they're just keeping watch.
So they're either
it's like are they awake they sleep for 4 seconds and they're awake for 5 seconds?
I don't know if there's a regular rhythm to it, but they only sleep for 4 seconds at a time.
But it equals 11 hours a day.
Yes.
So that means 13 hours of that they're awake.
Yes.
Which would be like 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah. So maybe it's 4 seconds off, 6 seconds on.
Dang.
What a beating of a life.
Would you take that schedule?
No.
I think I would. That's more sleep than I get now.
11 hours? How much do you get right now?
Probably 5.5 hours.
Like on a work night.
Yeah, let's see. So I'll go to bed. Lately I've been staying up, just combing through the Warren Report. But I think that I go to bed like around 10:30, wake up at 4:15. What is that? That may be pretty good.
That's almost 6, but
6 hours.
You're probably hitting a REM cycle.
That's like half a penguin.
Yeah.
They're not hitting
I
any
sleep
kind
half
of
a
REM
penguin
cycle.
a night.
So you would sleep 2 seconds every minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we move from Antarctica to France.
Okay.
But we're still in the animal kingdom.
Wait, what was the headline of that last story? That they just nod off? That was the whole thing?
It was
what was the whole Pebbles? Why do we need to hear about Pebbles
It was
and
a
stuff?
penguin sleep study.
It's a big deal.
Part of what they guard are their nests, the pebbles.
Did they send the penguins to a sleep center?
Is this about pebbles?
No, but this is actually
This Mike McCarthy?
news. Yes, Mike McCarthy news.
Oh, is he having surgery?
Yes, he's.
Please tell me he doesn't have appendicitis.
No,
He
not
does.
appendicitis. No.
Acute appendicitis.
no.
Don't tell me coaches are going to do
Hopefully he
practice
can meet
today.
Kevin James first.
He hopes to return.
Watch it.
He hopes to return for the game on Sunday. Coach Dan Quinn will be acting as head coach right now.
Maybe he'll coach in a hover
Read that
round.
again.
I just made it up as I went.
Yeah, I don't know that. Okay, this is Wednesday, and he's having major abdominal surgery.
Yeah, he's currently slated for
Major
surgery
abdominal
this
surgery.
afternoon.
I don't know that he's going to be on the sidelines on Sunday.
They say
are you
he's
a medical
expected to be
doctor?
released later today.
No, I'm not a medical
You're
doctor.
not a medical doctor. Leave it to the pros.
Maybe he'll be in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Coach Liberty.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be on the sidelines.
Does he
and I
have
think
to
he's
get a
gonna turn it over to-
Sharpie and write on his body which appendix to take out?
Yeah, because sometimes they take out the wrong appendix.
Yeah.
If they don't mark it.
one.
Not the right one.
I had the wrong leg cut off first and put it back on.
Really?
Yeah.
You should have had him switched. Like, what? How would you walk if you...
The same way I walk now, I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway.
And you knew
So
that.
sorry, Justin.
Well,
sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry that
Yeah,
your
sorry,
parents
Cowboys.
didn't guard the pebbles long enough for someone not
They
to
were
come in
too
and steal your
busy
leg.
doing it and sleeping.
Well,
Sorry,
thanks
Coach.
to
Did your parents do it a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thanks to Mike McCarthy's appendicitis for blowing out the story of the guy having spider eggs laid in his toe. We don't have time.
Wait, we don't have time for that?
Why not?
How do we know that's not what Mike McCarthy's suffering from?
Do you want this story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
you can
great.
uncrumple it.
You can still read it.
Smooth it out real quick.
What do we have time? When are we supposed to break?
We got
It doesn't matter.
30
It doesn't matter.
Okay, we have
go
30
till
seconds.
whenever.
Go, Dave.
What? 30 seconds?
No.
We can go
got
to
a few
35.
minutes.
Go, Dave. All right, so this guy named Colin Blake and his wife were celebrating their 35th wedding anniversary. They were on a cruise.
35th.
They live in the UK, and they were on a cruise to the south of France. And after the ship had docked, they get back on the ship, and he noticed that his toe had swollen up and turned purple.
We're done.
No, would you look at my toe?
Throbbing purple toe.
So his wife
I saw
thought...
them at the Granada.
Thank you.
Did you really?
Yeah, they're good.
His wife thought maybe it was because he had new sandals and they were rubbing on his big toe and making it red.
Yes.
But then they go to the onboard medic and they said, nope, you've been bitten, or not bitten, but you have had a Peruvian wolf spider lay eggs inside your toe.
Wait, people in Peru are breeding spiders with wolves?
Yeah.
No, that's just the type of spider it was. So I guess wolf spiders are common in seaports. I don't know why, but they are.
That's what you're calling that woman's area?
Where the
Yes,
men are.
seaports. So they go back to the UK, and he visits the doctor, and they cut open his
There's
toe.
one doctor in the UK.
Yeah.
They
UK
cut open
doctor.
his toe, and
He's
just-
also a dentist.
No
It's
dentist.
like Charlotte's Web when the spider sack opened.
yeah, wolf eggs just pour out of his toe.
Ah, gross. And all those little wolf pups running around.
Alan.
But then 4 weeks later, he noticed that his toe still wasn't right, and he went back to the doctor, and they
Monty wishes
they
that he would have that
discovered
moment.
they discovered that they had left one egg behind. It's like Charlotte's Web. One egg
And
wa-
it was a little pig?
one egg was left behind, and it had hatched, and it was stuck underneath his skin, and it was trying to eat its way out.
What I wouldn't give to have a Peruvian wolf spider
Yeah.
clawing its way out of
That's,
my leg.
that's
right
Monty's
now.
Christmas wish.
Man, I
is
would
that he had a
give
leg
anything. You
to
hear
give
me
birth
say-
to his Peruvian wolf pup spider.
hear
And
me
you can meet
Santa?
Kevin James again.
Look, Kevin, look what
to
I
return
can
his
do.
jacket. Yeah, you need to fake a cancer scare in order to have an opportunity to give your jacket back.
No, I'm pretty sure if he sees me again, he'll finish the job.
He's probably the most
man.
unbookable guest. We've tried to
Wait,
get him
that's
on.
what he did?
Yeah.
When he went in to hug you, he injected your neck with leg cancer?
No, but he told me then that I
But
had
you
3 months
can't
to
inject
live.
it into the leg.
Close-up shot of the syringe being
Just
pushed
right to the
down,
neck.
draining.
He did it like Albert Brooks in Drive. He just quickly did it. It's all over.
It's all over.
okay.
It's fine,
No.
Monty. It's fine.
I just
It's
felt
over
my
with.
legs start
It's over with.
quivering.
Keep watching King of Queens.
Your wish is gonna come true.
Yeah, I did a
You're full of
pre-make-a-wish.
wolf spiders now.
That's how they do it now.
All right, we don't have time for the giraffe feces story. Unless you want it.
Really?
You want it?
Oh, man.
You want it?
Yeah, what do we have next? I mean,
It's just my little...
Oh, we got Birdhouse next.
No. Birdhouse is top of the hour. Next is the Monty bit.
we don't need
And he says we don't need a lot of time for that.
I want to hear about giraffe. Why don't we push the giraffe feces till Monty's segment? We can put them together.
Yeah,
it'll be like a theme.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure. We'll continue the news desk and then Monty next.
It's 11:39 here on Sports Radio 96.7 FM The Ticket. You're listening to The White Elephant. You got me, Gordon Keith, along with Dave Lane, Justin Montemayor, David Mino, and producer we got Killer and Ham in there on the board. All right, we just had some fun with the Rant News Desk, hosted by Davey. Good job, Dave.
We have one more story. We have one more story, then we have a presentation from Monty, but we also need to tease ahead.
I do need to tease ahead to the Birdhouse, which is coming up at 11:50 today. If you'd like to get in your questions and comments and hypotheticals, you do it on X Twitter, and it's at Killer1310.
That's correct.
Is who you need to alert on Twitter to your questions. So, and we'll collate those, screen them, and give them to us, right?
Collating now. Collating.
All right, before we get to Monty's exciting dating advice, we have Dave with one more story from the Rant News Desk. Dave!
Yes, well, we teased the story about giraffe feces, and everyone was...
We held everyone over with that.
With rapt interest as to what possibly could happen with giraffe feces. Well, an Iowa woman...
What does that look like, by the way?
Yeah,
like,
is it pellets or is it
They're like
crap?
They're large.
Well, what?
They're large pellets.
They don't soft serve it?
I mean, maybe depending on their diet.
Because cows do the soft serve thing.
Yeah.
And deer and rabbits do the do penguin nest stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, just the little. I wish we could just do the pellets.
Yeah,
it'd be so much easier.
Giraffes do like river rocks.
Mm-hmm.
With like bones?
What?
Huh?
No, they
like an owl?
No, they eat.
Giraffes aren't
They eat
carnivores.
lettuce. They eat leaves.
They don't eat lettuce.
Well, at the zoo they eat lettuce. They eat leaves in the wild.
They like romaine, not ice.
Lettuce is leaves.
Here's a picture
lettuce
of it
are
happening,
leaves.
Justin.
Oh. It's
Okay.
from Up on High.
Yeah, here we go.
Do you guys know your scat?
Like our scat, personally?
No, I
or
mean like animals.
I know mine.
Oh.
Like local animals. Could you distinguish between possum and raccoon?
Like as a wildlife tracker.
Yeah.
No.
What am I, Squanto?
Ooh, let's do that at 110 today.
Identify the scat.
Name that feces.
Yeah, let's do like we did with the tickers, but we all go into a Homer bucket, and each person has to identify.
Bingo.
Who is who.
Jeez.
Okay, so this Iowa woman had visited Kenya, and
Hey guys.
Oh, geez, what's
How you
going
doing
on over
there?
here?
she was flying back to the U.S. and
All right, John,
she
different than I
arrived at the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport, and she has to go through customs.
Right.
And
Just to learn our customs.
She declares that she is carrying with her a small box of giraffe feces.
What's wrong with that?
And so she told officials that she planned to use the feces to make a necklace.
I was about to say it's going to be some arts and crafts project.
Yeah, not necessarily an all beads, although maybe that's what they could be used
Turned
for.
into a buzzer.
And definitely not a pearl necklace, a fecal necklace. And she had done this in the past with moose droppings. I guess
DJ?
Moose also Moose also do pebbles, I suppose. And so turns out giraffe poop can be brought back into the U.S., but you have to have...
But you can't make necklaces out of it.
You have to have a proper permit, which she did not have.
A necklace permit?
No, a giraffe feces permit.
Is it any animal species or just giraffe?
Just giraffe.
Probably
That's the only one you have to be
Okay.
permitted for.
Yeah.
So
What if it's human? Do you need a permit?
But she's got... I don't think that you can make a necklace out of river rocks, can you?
If you
like
dry
that
it
seems
out,
too big.
It would be like a statement piece. It'd be a big chunky necklace.
So it's not all the way around giraffe fecal river rocks. It's just like 3 up front or one, two
maybe.
smallers on each
or
side.
like just one big medallion.
Yeah,
just throw it
and
in
put a clock in it.
Yeah,
like Flava
just throw it in a
Flav.
dehydrator.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Everyone
to your
has
beef
those
jerky.
around.
Yeah.
So she will not face sanctions because she declared the feces. She didn't try and sneak it in. She would be in trouble if she tried to sneak the feces in.
So you should always declare feces.
Yes. Like if you're crowning as you're going through customs, you have to declare that I'm carrying feces.
Hey, Phil,
if it looks like
funny to you,
someone is trying to blow a brown bubble.
I mean, if you did hide it up there, how could they differentiate your own from that?
Yeah, you could smuggle it in your own anus.
Yeah.
So
it's a good question. Could you carry around a box of your own? Or is that considered a biohazard? And are there any laws against it?
Like in a Skechers box or something?
Yeah. Like you had the leftover Skechers box, you just filled it with your own river rocks.
So anyway, Customs and Border Protection destroyed the giraffe poop.
Oh,
because they said it
That's
can carry
so wrong.
It can carry African swine fever.
Why does it have to be
classical swine fever?
Whoa. It started at Juilliard.
Newcastle disease.
Hey, Julie.
And foot and mouth disease.
All right.
So
how'd they destroy it? Incinerate it?
They probably just flushed
Lit it on fire and
Took it
put
out
it on someone's
why
doorstep.
go and invest in an incinerator when you can just flush it, Monty?
Because then they could get mixed in with our sewage.
That's not destroying evidence. You
I
need
think
to,
I would
need to light it on fire.
Or go take it in the middle of the ocean and dump it like Osama's body. So she can never
I
get it
think
again.
that you're going to give
Burial
all
at
those
sea.
fish foot-mouth disease.
That's true.
fin and mouth disease.
And they don't handle that well.
All right, now it is time for Funny Bit featuring Monty.
I don't know what you mean by funny. I have a product
serious,
that I'm trying to pitch here.
Most very serious thing.
Yes, you were the new hot pitch man.
Yeah,
on the station.
Yep. Thank you, Blue Chew. But I also have here a way for my fellow man to, if there's a woman in your life that you're not sure how you can close the deal, I have a product for you. Davey, you're a client. Ham was a client. Killer was also a client. What a coincidence that happened to be. But I'll get your guys' opinion on whether or not you'd use this product, but I can help you get a woman. Hey fellas, you think you found Mrs. Right but don't know how to seal the deal? Well, fear not, because Monty is here. Now I know you're saying to yourself, for f***ing sake, Monty, look at yourself. How could you help me get a lady? Exactly. When compared to me, any of you regular Joe Blows will look like a movie star. That's right, you don't have to do a damn thing. All you have to do is show that lucky lady how much worse she could do, and her undergarments will look like she just spent the day at Hurricane Harbor. Don't believe me? Take it from our very own Killer.
I didn't think I'd ever find my soulmate. Oddly enough, there aren't many women out there who want to sit around watching Beer Fest with me and picking my nuts all day. But luckily, I met Monty, and 4 days later, I was married to the love of my life.
Normally, I would never have looked twice at Mason. But he brought this giant one-legged, I guess technically he was a guy, to our first date, and right then and there I knew I couldn't pass on Killer. There was something about watching and hearing Monty devour a bloomin' onion that'll make you settle for what you got.
Thanks, Killer. Another happy customer. There's two different ways you can utilize the Monty Better by Association product. For a one-time payment of $19.99, I'll let you show her a picture of me. For some women, that's enough. Just the mere thought of me existing in the world can erase any reservation she may have about you. That's how Ham locked down Lady Ham.
When an 80-pound boy that can't shut up about Batman hits on you at college, you think your dating prospects can't get any worse. But after meeting Monty and his 80-pound stump, I'm ready to hold down that twig boy when the wind starts to blow. Thanks, Monty. Appreciate it.
Level 2 of the Monty program will have me wheeling my big ass to your first date. Trust me, you'll find having to help me get my wheelchair out of my truck and my insistence that we all order our own desserts repugnant, making you look all the better. All that can be had for $99.99. That's how the Ticket's own Dave Lane met his bride, and if you don't take my word for it, maybe you'll take his.
At one point in my life, I was watching Ken Stabler play football, and I thought, no way would I ever get the chance to date his daughter. But luckily, Monty's Better by Association program made it happen. I took Monty to an Alabama alumni dinner, and while I saw Marissa Stabler wonder who the one-legged monstrosity was, challenging A.J. McCarron to a prime rib eating contest, I knew this was my chance to make my move. When she realized I had two working legs It was love at first walk. Thanks, Monty.
Anything for you and the missus, Davey. So if you're tired of slamming your genitals at night like you're trying to tenderize a pork chop, then call me, Monty, and let me show future Mrs. You what she's not missing.
Monty does not guarantee results. All sales are final. Better by Association does not cover any wedding cost or divorce lawyers. Anyone featured in this commercial spot was a paid actor, including Monty. He actually has a lot of sex, sometimes for free. Somehow Killer is actually married. We should really look into how he did that. Buyer may be subject to additional on-site costs like rents for a blue onion, parking in a handicap lot, any additional food and drink to and from first date. If you're a female and want to try the reverse, Monty will tuck for an additional $50.
It's a long disclaimer.
You will tuck for
the longest I've ever heard.
$50. Wow. Monty's better by association dating product.
It really does work.
Wow, that's funny.
One site? Oh, God.
It doesn't sound like your ladies are really talking that highly of you guys in there.
They just know it could be worse.
Yeah.
They know it could be worse.
I mean, she calls me Mason. She doesn't even know my real name.
She got your name wrong, and Ham's referred to him as a 90-pound twig.
Yeah, I weigh more than that.
Better than 92.
He's bulking right now.
Yeah. Anyway, that's great, Monty. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, give me a shout. I'll help you out.
And how can they get a hold of you? Or the Birdhouse for the next segment?
Yeah, tweet Killer at Killer1310 for Monty.
Okay, there you go. Birdhouse next.
The Ticket Ticker.
I'm Dave Lane, and this is the Ticket Ticker. So I guess I got stuck reading this Ticket Ticker. No one else was apparently available. For some reason, George isn't here to tell you that the Cowboys play the Eagles this Sunday. He'd have to get his fat ass out of a plate of enchiladas long enough to read a 90-second ticker. Even if he did actually get to it, he'd probably break down crying halfway through it. Appreciate the help, Jub. Obviously, Corby has no interest in getting you ready for a Mavs game tonight. He's probably off prepping super hard for a segment. You know, the way Corby does, those headlines won't read themselves, you know? That's fine. I can handle it. I get why Bob isn't here to keep the P1s up to date on any potential Shohei Ohtani landing spots. He's got his hands full carrying the water for Texas A&M while wearing a sign that says, "I don't defend A&M any chance I get." Between that and teaching Davey, me, how to do the same for Alabama, it takes up most of his time. And golf, too. And I get why Matt McLaren isn't here to tell us when the Stars play again. He's out looking for a more interesting personality trait than a white guy who likes beer. He might be gone for a while, so I don't mind standing in for him. Travis, DJ, Monty, Ham, Baldy, and Lando all offered to help, but don't worry, I told them we don't want to go even more spare on this ticker than myself. And by the way, Mike McCarthy had emergency appendectomy surgery. That's the Ticket Ticker. I'm Queefy McGillicuddy on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
Oh! It's 11:50. Gosh, I can't read it that far. 11:58 here on The Ticket. Dave, you want to take this one?
Well, right now we are going to do a midday invasion staple entitled Birdhouse.
Who's hosting?
And before we get to Killer with our fabulous Birdhouse questions, we do need to announce that tickets have once again sold out to the Ticket's 30th anniversary party at the House of Blues on January 26th. But stay tuned. There will be another major announcement at 1:55 when we crosstalk with the afternoon White Elephant Show.
I wonder what that could be.
Stay tuned and find out.
All right, it's time for Birdhouse.
All right, let's do this. Gentlemen, this comes from Jace. It's directed towards Gordo.
J-A-C-E?
Jace or Chase?
J-A-C-E.
Dalton.
C-E. Dalton.
Corgi.
And Davey. Are there any 840 bits?
Let's start over.
Are there any 840 bits that you'd like to bring back, but you can't because of the culture?
What's wrong with the culture?
Well, we've evolved. There's certain things we used to do that we can't do anymore.
Can we bring the Nintendo music down just a little bit?
No, not because of the culture. I mean, I'd love it to do fake Grego, but it's like the frame of reference isn't there for a lot of P1s.
But now that's more
fake Luca. Right. So we brought it back in a way.
That's a good repurposing of a character.
In a way.
What about Ed Carter?
Yeah. Ed Carter, I think we can still do. I mean, I don't know. The question is do people understand parody, or does it not matter anymore?
Norman and Saxey.
What do you think? I'm talking to you, Monty.
Has Norman and Saxey been retired?
I'm just listening.
Okay, well, you asked the question. I'm trying to answer
I know,
you.
and I appreciate your answer. I mean, I think they would be able to differentiate it, but
then you run the risk of someone with bad will who just intentionally misunderstands it, wants to nail you for it, and then it's like, okay, well, is it worth that risk?
As someone with no skin in it, absolutely.
It is worth the risk.
Yeah. I say it's worth the risk. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you ought to do it. Why don't you start doing it on your show?
No, I'm not good at bits.
Oh, okay. All right. We just heard a great one from you.
Just a pitch, man. That wasn't a bit.
That wasn't a bit. That was a real product.
Oh.
I Hammond, I use it. It's
all right.
a great thing, man. I mean, still doesn't know my
Yeah,
name,
man.
but hey. All right.
Overmanned.
Man?
Man?
Mason Man.
All right, man.
If you can go back in time, what day would you go to if you were able to go back in time?
You didn't want to go back in time.
I don't know. Pick just a random date out of history.
Like in your lifetime or any time?
11/22/63.
No, I think it's got to be your lifetime.
Get a front row seat.
Just with a bucket of popcorn on the grassy knoll.
Be very suspicious.
Hey guys, watch this.
There's one guy on the Zapruder film that's in
Wait.
high def. The rest of the film's real hazy.
Wearing your quick T-shirt.
With a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah,
you guys are
look
horrible.
Just walking around.
Holding the bucket out to try and get some splatter on it.
Get a little skull fragment. Make a necklace out of that.
Is that an unpopped
What is
kernel
Kennedy's
or a
skull giraffe
fragment?
feces now?
Take a selfie with his brain on
Didn't
the
know I
pavement.
was going to say that today.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. If you could have a superpower.
Wait, it feels like we didn't answer that question. I said 11/22/63, but it violated the rules of the question.
Yeah, is it our lifetime or any date in history?
I think it should be your lifetime.
So do we go back and
Probably
see
yesterday.
ourselves? Like if we want to go back and see a memory, are we reliving it or
Yeah,
are we
but you
watching
can't-
ourselves?
I don't think you can interact
You can't
with
change.
I don't know if I would want to do that.
I'd probably go back to before this question was asked.
Yeah, that's a pretty
That's
good
a good
answer.
That was a
idea.
great lifetime I had.
Yeah.
Courage.
That's when life was better.
Yeah.
I might go back to earlier in the night where I ended up pushing my Jeep.
I would go to the same time.
What
so
would
I
you
could
do
watch.
differently?
And not-
If you could do something differently,
Not
then would you
soil
just
your
shove a
chains.
Tampax down there real quick for absorbency?
This
And
one,
I guess it
throws
should
out
be in
the-
all
He
ways.
throws it out the tow truck as they're driving.
I just try and
Hits the Mazda.
try and edge it a little bit.
Hits the Mazda and slowly slides down the window.
on
I
that
wonder
note,
what that is.
this one is for Davey. Davey, what is more embarrassing?
Fan, we're working pretty strongly already, so let's not keep pushing it. We gotta keep it in line here.
But what if that happens on the
I
backside?
would say
so to
based
speak.
on volume alone, I would much rather have a front explosion than a back explosion.
Didn't you backside in a Trader Joe's or something?
Yes.
That's what I would go back in time to witness, and then steal Dave's identity from his.
Yes.
Yeah, and wasn't there something that
Yeah,
that the leaving, like your giraffe
my
necklace
credit-
had your credit card imprint on it?
Yeah,
my
an
credit
impression.
card number was
Impressed.
frozen in time, an impression in the doo-doo.
No, create another Davey in a million years out of his frozen credit card doo-doo.
Gosh.
All right. If you could have a superpower based on the last item you purchased, what would your power be and how would you use it? So the last thing that you actually paid for is what your superpower is.
I
based
guess
on.
the
I'm
last thing I
Starbucks,
paid
man.
for.
Yeah, my
your coffee
superpower
choice.
Yeah,
would be
I had coffee, so that means that I can doo-doo on command.
more nacho cheese
just
for my
order-
nacho fries.
I'll be
I guess.
caffeinated.
Gordon?
I don't remember the last thing that I bought.
He's a minimalist.
Something online. What was it? Like air filters or something like that. I'd be air filter man.
So you filter everyone's air?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tried to get Killer to buy sex toys on
Yeah,
our
you did.
FaceTime last night.
Yeah, I did.
When he
I did do
signaled to Alexa, play classical music.
He said, Alexa, reorder.
I'm so cultured.
sex toys.
that. It was reordered.
They know his cart.
I believe the proper term is dildo.
Must have went to another fist again.
So you'd just be like a walking Dyson air purifier. You'd just point to someone and they
Yeah.
just, wow, that's
Clean their air.
And they just
just
they're like,
clean air.
wow, all virus particles seem to be HEPA'd out of my life.
It's a great superpower.
All right. Imagine if you can only speak in rhyme for an entire day. How would that impact all your conversations? So all you can do is rhyme.
It would annoy people.
Would it annoy you?
I can't write songs or freestyle, so that would be torture.
Mm-hmm. That would bug me. I'd rather never be able to rhyme than to rhyme everything.
Then do it all the time.
Then rhyme all the time.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Handcrafted.
Look at us.
What food could you eat the
I hope
most
you get
of?
hit by a bus.
What food could you eat the most of in a competitive setting, and how much of it do you think you could eat?
I mean, ham would be tendies, obviously.
Yeah, I want to know how many tendies ham could eat.
I could probably.
Are you a volume eater?
Like,
Because I
could
feel
you-
like you don't always finish.
Could
and
you-
offer people your food?
I try to go slow
Mrs. Ham.
to savor it. So I
Could you
probably eat a
destroy
lot.
an entire party platter of Chick-fil-A nugs?
Depends on the quantity. If it's 100, probably yeah.
What about 200?
What about 3 hours?
We got to do that. We could get up the 100 nug platter up here and see if you could do it in what? Let's say 30 minutes.
Sure.
Then you can't pick off any breading. You have to eat everything.
Why would I pick off breading?
Yeah, that's the
It's
best part.
I know, but
Yeah,
just
I
to,
eat around
just
the
to-
chicken.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to save
I leave the
volume in your
chicken.
stomach.
You got to dip it in ranch.
No, deal breaker. No.
What's your
is your
favorite
favorite-
sauce
yeah.
at the fillet?
The brand name.
Their house
of-
sauce.
Yeah, their house sauce.
Their house name.
Their house sauce. Like it's a fine dining establishment.
It is,
What are
Dave.
your specials?
See, I'm honey roasted barbecue. I love their honey roasted barbecue.
They don't have
sauce.
the dippable container for that though. And that's
I know
kind
it,
of annoying.
and that is annoying. Having to
Just buy some. You can
There's
buy it at
something
the store
really
now.
beaten and
Teeth
fat
carrot.
about having to squirt more sauce on each nugget.
I agree. All right, Killer.
All right, if you could replace the sound of your sneeze with any noise, what would it be, and how would other people react to your sneeze?
Mack truck horn.
Queef!
Oh.
Queef!
I don't know that I've ever heard. What does your sneeze sound like, Dave?
It's frighteningly loud.
Don't you have like one of those really?
You have grandpa sneeze?
It's loud.
I usually stifle my sneezes, which I think you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I
it'll
just
give you
saw
a brain
some
tumor.
story that is horrible for
How do
you.
you stifle? Do you like pinch your nose or something?
So
No.
if it's bad, I will pinch my nose,
You
but
think about sports?
just try to just superpower it back up my nose.
Do you think your
Reverse the flow.
Do you think your sneeze changes over the years? Because there is the old man sneeze.
You
I
know-
feel like the sound has changed.
I used
Because
to.
I try
Yeah.
not to.
You need to quit sneeze edging, by the way, Davey. That's not good for you.
Snedging.
I used to
Then eventually,
when I was
Snedging.
when I was
the
really
best
little.
edge ever.
When I was really little, I used to like to sneeze, and I used to. You would walk into the dining room of our house, and it had a ton of windows, and you could see the dust in the air. And I would just walk with my mouth open, trying to make myself sneeze.
And
had
look
a-
at how you could affect the world with all the little particles.
You had a big thing of black pepper on your desk, like Tony
Little
Montana.
did you know that was the
Just
most you
slamming
would
your
affect
head
the
into
world.
it. Sorry, Dave.
All
Go
right,
ahead, Jason.
This is the last one from EA. EA.
gosh.
The EA.
Bork.
The man who destroys
Bork.
the fleshlight in the wall.
Dalton.
He's a future white elephant
Waterfall
captain.
frog.
Yes. He
Of
wants to
course.
know who's the most charming at the station and who's the least charming. Who do you guys love the most?
Who do
Who do we love the most, or
I
who's the
guess
most
who's
charming?
most
Are we-
charming?
It sounds like
Charming,
EA
yes.
is fishing for compliments
Yeah,
here.
that's, but who's the most charming?
Like objectively or to us?
I guess to us.
I mean,
You're
the person
asking
that
killer
gets along with
complicated
everybody
questions.
would
Yeah.
probably be
I
Donovan.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think it's Donovan.
Donovan.
Donovan can.
He's got the most
he can,
riz.
He can own
Him or
any
Corby.
room that he walks into.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Corby,
good.
Corby would
Yeah,
be
I would
a
say
close
Corby.
Corby would be a close second, but he's also polarizing.
What about George?
Not personally, though. I've never seen Corby rub someone the wrong way personally.
That's true. He disarms people that
Bob Knight.
even people that hate
What a
him.
bitch.
Then
Don
they
Walker
meet him
Monty.
and they're like, Corby's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, Corby. I say Corby, and then Donovan a close second.
And then who's the least?
Yeah.
Me.
Is your back okay?
I can't. I don't have Riz.
The way you're saying, just really.
That's just how he sits.
He's in the hospital bed.
Sorry.
He's just comfy, man.
It's almost on the table.
I shrunk down for that picture that Davey took, and I did that as a gag, and then here I did this, and this was real. This was natural.
You're just slowly getting lower and lower and lower.
I think we all have our days where we're the least charming.
Yeah, I'd say killer.
Yeah, so killer.
Yeah,
Killer's the answer.
Probably killer.
Yeah.
Fellas, I want to take some time and talk about NAIA men's basketball. And I wanted to, we don't talk about the Ottawa Braves too much here on the ticket, but the men's basketball team is having a very surprising season. After a win against Friends University.
Wait, the door's open.
On in here?
Is there bad acting?
Hey, what's going on? It's Johnny Pants.
Oh, Johnny!
Local underworld figure. And I bet you're wondering why they call me Johnny Pants.
Yeah, good wonder.
They call me Johnny Pants because Johnny's my first name. So it's kind of a name deal. Anyways.
What's your last name?
Do you have pants? You do have some pants on.
I'm here to scope out the place because we got a real very important VIP coming in here to do some business. And I got to secure the premises. And to that end and to that effect, none of you boys got a gun on you, do you? I don't want nobody with a gat taking matters into his own hands.
No gats over here, John.
Nobody in here got any knives or blades on their person, right?
I may have a knife.
Switchblades, ginsus, butter knives, razors, be they straight, gay, or Occams. No razors.
No, just a vape pen.
Nobody got any yellow cake or radioactive materials hidden in their sleeves.
No.
Let me taste y'all's food. You gotta taste all the food. You gotta taste all the food for the poisons. Everybody cool. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my boss and the supervising associate, the Honorable Don Marconioni.
Oh,
what a treat.
my God.
The Don.
Both in the same room.
So nice to meet you.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Don.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket.
Most Honorable Don Marconioni, I'm here looking around with my eyes and I don't see a problem that I think would threaten your securities. State your business to these gentlemen, Don Marconioni.
Very good, Mr. Johnny Paints. You're a good boy. You've always been a good boy ever since I found you sleeping in that streetcar many years ago.
Thank you, Most Honorable Don Marconioni.
You look good in that suit. I bought you down at K&G.
Yeah, it looks smart on me, doesn't it? It's very fast.
Double-breasted is very, very formal.
It is a good look.
Makes a good impression.
Yeah,
it does. I think you're pretty safe here, Don Marconioni. I'm looking at this guy over here, this Mino guy. Look at him, Don Marconi. He's so ugly. Look, his face looks like an overexposed photograph, and he's wearing like these skinny jeans or something. I bet when he was born, his parents were like, "Who is this guy with skinny jeans? And what's going on?"
You got me.
They got him.
It's okay, Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
Take it easy on the ticket, friends. That was a pretty sick burn.
Okay, and like this Kellison guy, you see him, Don Marconioni, he looks like a lesser Greek stoic with his beard and his think pad, and I bet wherever you go, whenever you go to like the think pad store, they're like, "What's the deal with this guy and his beard?"
Well, what's the deal?
What is the deal with that, killer?
Like from Ugly Town or something, you know?
Lost my razor.
Don Marconioni, I very much respect what you had to say. And look at this guy over here, Don Marconioni. Look at him. This Monty guy. He's like, he's a pretty cool guy. Nothing to attack there. Much respect, Monty. Don Marconioni.
I see these fellas. I don't see Norm and Elizabeth Hiskus. I thought this was Normathon.
No,
Don
that's later in the month there, Don.
I must beg your forgiveness, Don Marconioni, not being able to geolocate Norman Hitchcock. I thought this was a Christmas deal and Norm was going to be here. I apologize to you. I know he owes you a lot of money, Don Marconioni.
That Polish cannoli.
Oh.
Polish cannoli.
he owes me just under $1 billion. and I was hoping to at least collect the down payment today.
My apologies. I put an Apple AirTag on his colostomy bag, and I didn't realize they're disposable or something. He's not in here.
It's a big screw up, Johnny.
Here it is in the bucket. It's in the garbage down here. He ditched it. He ain't here, Don Marconioni.
So if this ain't Normathon, what the hell is this thing?
It's a white elephant day. It's a day where we
It's
mishmash.
hard to describe what it is. We all just change spots.
Oh, I must apologize, Don Marconioni. David Mino just took a shot at you. I hope it didn't offend you that I didn't make sure that he didn't have a gun.
It looks like I'm in the clear. I've not been shot.
It looks
So
like
you just watch yourself over
Why
there.
did you take a shot at him?
It ricocheted.
He was looking at me the wrong way.
Next time somebody takes a shot at me, I'm going to be very annoyed.
All right, Don Marconioni, we got your limousine waiting downstairs. We gotta get you out of here.
What the hell is the white elephant?
Listen.
Hold on a second. I don't see any elephants. Is this like Gandhi's wedding? What's going on?
No, Coach Kidd. There's no actual white elephant here. It's a name. It's a holiday tradition.
Okay, well, I don't know why you are part of it, David Mino, who takes shots at Don Marconioni. Now, you're the one with the hot back, right?
I am. That's what they say about me.
Yep.
You appear to be in some fine shape.
I'm okay.
You would look really nice in a three-piece double-breasted suit.
I might try that out.
If I ever need a blood boy, Johnny Pants is going to reach out to you.
I think he's recruiting you,
Okay.
David.
And you Mr. Killer,
Yes, sir.
I understand. You stumbled into an oil fortune despite not being able to complete a sentence.
That's correct. I'm very
That
lucky.
is quite a feat.
Just proved himself.
I don't understand how that even happened.
I'm lucky. I fell up.
And you in the chair with the wheels.
Yeah.
Called the wheelchair, Don Marconioni.
Yeah, I beg your pardon, a wheelchair.
Be respectful.
Yeah, are you the Monty?
I don't know what circles you mean, but yeah, Monty. I am called Monty.
You know, I heard from my friend Kevin James that you did not make good on the promise to die of cancer.
Oh, you know Kevin?
He's a good friend of mine. I was the one who taught him this expression.
Okay, that's the meme.
Marconioni cracking us up with the shoulder shrug.
Looks just like him.
The Don was a culture icon.
That's great, Don
With the big
Marconioni.
breasts and everything.
I try not to be photographed, so no one captured me doing the shrug. So Kevin James, he stole it from me.
Very humorous. Very humorous. Well, Don Marconioni, I think we better leave the premises and go try to find our target, Norman Elizabeth Hitchkiss. The man owes you money.
Is he a Whataburger? Where is he? When is the Normathon?
Day after Christmas.
That's
sir.
right.
December 26th.
Day after Christmas?
Day after
He
Christmas.
said Christmas. Yes, Don Marconioni. He can't speak very well. And you know what, this guy over here? I bet you he always forgets the sports. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that.
Yeah.
There it is.
We know that here on the ticket, everybody don't forget the sports.
Yeah.
You guys have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
You may kiss the ring. You may kiss the ring. No, that's too much. That's too much on the ring.
Oh, don't tongue it. Okay, sorry.
All right, we gotta go, Johnny.
Okay, there they go.
Clear the hallway. Clear the hallway.
Hey, there goes Don Marconioni and Johnny Pants. This ticker was written by Gordon, so buckle up. Welcome to the Ticket Ticker. I'm the guy that everyone up at the station doesn't know what's the deal with them. So I thought instead of focusing on sports this time, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. My adoptive Korean name is David Mino. I would describe myself as gender fluid. In fact, I got my gender fluid all over my friend's bib last Friday night. Nah, I'm just kidding. Shavato. I'm 35. I like long walks on the beach and making out with bar patio skanks after she's downed about 11 nachos and her breath smells like a combo of tequila and donkey ass. But it's like Benjamin Franklin said, women are the worst things on earth that have periods. But they are our worst things on earth that have periods. Am I right, guys?
Hour. Yes.
Hour.
That
Anyways,
was in all caps.
It probably goes without saying, but Obama was born in Kenya, and there are only two genders, male and women. As you may know or not know, I got my start as Monty's blood boy, but quickly moved my way up to becoming Norm's bathroom wiper. And from there, it was a lateral move to hosting 1 to 3 p.m. I know what you're thinking. David, when are you going to talk about critical race theory? I hear you. The struggle is real. I know a lot of people don't think critical race theory is man-made, but I do. I believe the science. And I also want you to know that I'm friends with a lot of African Americans.
Okay, you make it sound like it's worse than it was.
I'm not going to read that one. I don't know if you heard the news that Mike McCarthy's appendix filled with feces so bad that he's now have to take it. Now fills with feces so bad that he now has to have it taken out with a pair of pliers, which means he might not be on the sidelines on Sunday despite saying that he will. If he is on the sidelines, expect to see him coaching from a gurney while covering his mouth with a Denny's menu. Hey, real quick, kids, get around the radio. You gathered around? Good. Hey, kids, Santa isn't real.
Wow. Man,
this ticker is brought to you by the Biden crime family and Eatsies.
I'm Gordon Keith, alongside Davey Lane, Justin Montemayor, and, of course, David Mino, who just did that beautiful ticket ticker. Made it sound worse than it actually was, but it was Jason Killer Kellison and Matt Birmingham.
I didn't realize David Mino was your Korean name.
Yeah, your Korean adoptive name. That was a weird biographical detail.
Yeah, my American name is Ichiro.
Huh. Interesting.
Which is not Korean either.
It's time to head back to the Rant news desk.
Yes, we had some Animal Kingdom stories earlier. We had the story of the man who had a wolf spider lay eggs in his toe. We also had the story of the woman who was trying to smuggle giraffe feces into the United States to make jewelry out of it. Mm-hmm. And we also had the story of how penguins sleep for 4 seconds at a time while they are watching their young. This one we didn't have time for earlier, but I thought that it was interesting enough for us to speak about now because there is a lobster that was caught in Maine. It was caught by a lobsterman by the name of Jacob Knowles.
I know that guy. He's a YouTuber, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he really?
TikTok, all that.
Okay. Well, they found this very unusual lobster because it is half red and half blue. And so they named it Bowie.
Middle of the road.
In honor of David Bowie's mismatched eye colors.
Pick a side.
It is only a 1 in 50 million chance that a lobster is born half red and half blue. And so Bowie is currently being kept in a cage in the ocean, and they're hoping that it will be donated to an aquarium.
Why not just let it go?
Because it's so unusual.
Do you have the other note about it?
Yes, and I'm getting to that. Okay. Yes, and lobsters, they can live a very long time.
Yeah, lobsters, isn't there one theory that they could live indefinitely?
Is that true?
Yeah, like we don't know if they don't just... If they can exist
if
for
we don't
forever.
throw them in a pot of boiling water,
if we don't boil them or they become food for somebody in the ocean.
Dip them in some butter.
Yes, so that is the bicolored appearance is not the only unusual note about Bowie the lobster. Bowie also has both sex organs. It is half male and half female.
So he has the top one kind of curled.
Yes, he can. He can curve it around.
I'm a girl.
That's where he parks it.
Yeah, that's how he keeps it from.
He just hot dog buns it.
All right.
It just turns into a C.
Okay, and this is just table talk. We're in a safe zone, right?
Yeah, no one's
just
listening.
us. If you could have that option
to have both,
I'd never
sets, leave the house,
and they're functional.
Yes, they're both fully functional. A few questions surrounding this. Number one, would you like the form factor of looking traditionally male and having that situation down there? Or would you like to look like a woman but have that situation down there?
In what order would you want them? Which one would you want on top?
Well, I think that you would want it the way it traditionally is, right? When the
male part on
the
top.
The male part is in the same place as the
and then the female
So
is
then now your
the female is in place of the gooch.
Your taint is now a vagina.
No, the female place is in the place where it is, which is where the male Schroeder is.
So then where's...
Do you guys not understand anatomy?
We've never seen one.
Is the vagina...
You do know that these two parts correspond to each other, right? Like we all start off female, and then as in utero, we become masculinized.
Not me, sir.
What?
Not
so
me.
you're saying you don't have testes? That's where the vag is?
That's not all that medical, but I understand what you're saying, and in good faith, I will engage in conversation with you and say yes.
Then where are my
the,
testes?
The Schroeder, you don't have testes.
They pop out.
I don't?
No.
So why didn't they name the lobster Jamie Lee Curtis?
The test... You said they named it Bowie.
Yes. Because of the mismatched eye colors.
Yes. The testes are the same as the ovaries. The testes become the ovaries. Or they start off as ovaries.
The ovaries shoot out and
then
become balls.
Is that what? So that what
So when
balls
they-
are?
Once again, not the most medical.
So when they say they
explanations,
dropped, the
your
ovaries turned
dropped
into
out.
balls.
They just now your
Yes,
ovaries
once
are
again,
hanging.
Testes is what we're trying to look
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So if I have a testicular cancer,
the panucity is
So
the
when
same
I-
as the
so when I
the
say-
literal area.
So when I say tickle my ovaries, they'll know what that
technically,
means?
yes. An anatomically conscious woman will understand what you
so
mean. by
if I'm offering a
She'll
a
think
tea
you're weird,
bag,
but yeah.
I'm offering a tea bag,
right?
Then it's really just
It's
my
really
ovaries.
a tea bag.
Okay, good.
So which way would you want to present should you have both?
I think the absolute best of all scenarios is to be a hot woman with
a C with a D.
What?
A chick with a Rick.
That's his favorite category.
Gosh, dude.
Those
just
are
autofills
keywords.
on
Yeah,
Yeah.
he types in
type
C
in
and
H.
immediately.
I'm autofill.
Hey, Otto.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, to each his own. You guys may have a different answer.
It would depend on where I am.
I think that you would get so much action if you were a beautiful woman. Let's say that, and you still were attracted to women. I think you would get so much action from other women if you were a beautiful woman with.
Yeah, because
The
that's
most
the thing. I wouldn't want any
punishing-
other.
At Killer 1310, if you're a hot woman who would love a C with a D.
The only peen I would want in my
It's too much.
V would be my own peen.
Okay, all right.
But I'd be willing
That's
to
too
put
much.
my peen in other V's.
All right. I thought we were talking about lobsters here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
We're talking
if
about
we were the
marine
visceral
animals.
lobster.
If we were
Yeah.
lobsters. All of this is under the assumption that we were lobsters.
Do you think lobsters are having this conversation with each other?
If you were a human, would
There
you
was a
want-
movie where a guy got turned into a lobster.
What was
true.
that?
Called
The
The
Fly?
Lobster.
Field of Dreams.
Called The Lobster.
Oh.
It was
Or if you don't have a
reincarnation,
mate,
right?
No, like if you don't have a mate or a partner by like age 35 or something, they turn you into an animal. And Colin Farrell wanted to be a lobster. It's a good movie. You should go watch it. I'll wait.
Right,
You know,
right now, we need to go
Paxil-
watch it right now.
It's that good.
Paxil works on lobsters. That's just a fact. I don't know if you can drop that in conversation today. You could do that. I think SSRI inhibitors, somehow that is redundant. But reuptake inhibitors, they work on lobsters. I heard
Interesting.
that
How do you
anyway.
know this?
I don't know. I don't know why I know
The
that.
other fun lobster fact is it used to be served to prisoners back in the day.
Well, that's the thing is it's like the diamond industry that convinced you that these things are rare. Diamonds are rare, and they can charge good money for it, right? Well, the lobster industry convinced you that this is a delicacy and this is fine dining.
I believe
Whereas
all of our
in-
fine diamond sponsors are providing us a nice
in reality,
luxury.
yes, they are. Well, they are limited.
Uh-huh.
They are rare because that's the way things work.
Is blood spilled to get lobsters?
No. Well, I guess they are. Do lobsters have blood?
Are they the roaches of the sea?
They are the roaches of the sea.
I thought that's shrimp.
No, it's lobsters.
I thought that was tuna.
No,
That's
tuners.
the chicken
That's
of the
chicken.
sea.
Oh.
Yeah, tuners are lobsters of the chicken. Anyway, back to Dave.
All right, we have
Pass
one
the
more.
blunt.
This is not this is not Animal Kingdom related, but it is related to love.
One more.
And body parts.
I know a lot about that.
So there's a couple in Ukraine that they were very much
Ukrainians hot.
They tend to be.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think most women's is
Ukrainian C's with D's. That's
women's
that's
is
my autofill.
Very specific.
women's is
ECD.
love that Zelensky, don't they?
He's a VPN.
Yeah. He's a little
But
on
they
the
wouldn't-
short side, but
They wouldn't say that he is
Midget.
hot, though, would they? Like, out of context, if he wasn't the president in a war-torn country, would they look at that guy at a bar and say, "Oh, that guy's
Like if
really,
they saw him
he's
at a
no,
really
yeah,
hot."
I think it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Or farmer's market.
And power related. But no, Alexander and Victoria, they were very much on again, off again. And so last Valentine's Day, in a last-ditch attempt to break their cycle of breaking up and making back up, they decided to handcuff themselves together.
That always works.
And then they documented their experience on social medias, of course. And so they did everything together, from shopping at the grocery store to cigarette breaks. They would take turns using the bathroom and taking showers.
Oh, so they had to do that in front of each other?
Yeah, they're together 24/7.
Yeah.
She looks Ukraine.
No, thank you.
He's unsheathing, trying to clean it.
It's self-cleaning.
Oh.
It's self-cleaning.
So after nearly 8 months, I guess, they finally decided
that they were tired of
that
watching
they-
each other go number two.
Yeah, that they had enough, and they had somebody with a bolt cutter remove their handcuffs on Ukrainian TV news. And they said that they are...
Wait, that's the only way the guy would
Yeah,
do it? Is if
well-
they did it on the news?
And why bolt cutters? They didn't have the key anymore?
I don't know. Well, I guess they threw away the key because that was the whole idea, that they were together for life.
Okay.
And so,
I thought
yes.
one of them swallowed the key, and all they had to do was just wait for it to pass.
You need some coffee, honey?
But yeah, they now
I
they're-
got the strainer down there. Go
Coffee
ahead.
man here.
Don't waffle stomp it. We'll lose the key forever. But
yeah,
yeah,
you don't want that in all of your marriages, Dave. 'Cause
Yes,
you've had
all of
half a dozen. So
half of a half a dozen.
Go, like
Dave.
you didn't practice open door policy, did you?
No.
It seemed like
he insisted on it.
There's
a hesitant no. Was there one of them that
there's sometimes maybe a cracked door policy? I don't know.
like you would look through the crack and she's in there, or she would be seeing
maybe,
you.
Just maybe sometimes the door isn't all the way closed.
You
That's
just want
all.
to make sure you can see him so you don't have another Oscar Pistorius situation.
Yeah.
Right, you need to be able to make a quick escape.
Right. Yeah.
If you hear
So
the,
if, like, wife
the
number two-
clack of Blade Runner legs.
Wife
coming
number
at you.
2 saw Dave sitting on the side of the bed, strapping on skis. She would know
Yes.
that she needs to run for cover,
Right.
hide behind the toilet.
I did. I'm not going to say which one, but
That's very honorable.
one of the previous ones, there was not in the particular domicile that we lived in. There were 3 portals to hell.
Okay.
And
That is where toilets go, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a straight tunnel down to Satan's mouth.
Yes,
That's the way he likes it.
There were 3 portals to hell in this house, and none of them
Keeps him alive.
None of them were acceptable for me to do that worst business.
Wait, she forbade you?
Yes. Well, she
So
would
you had to go to the grocery
No,
store?
she would tell me, don't do
Trader
it.
Joe's?
Don't do it there, because then I get in the shower and I taste it.
Oh my
That's why you flush it. You don't have
Dave.
to scoop
And somehow
it out.
this marriage ended.
Then
so hard to believe.
And then I would go downstairs in the powder room. Don't go there. That's where our guests go.
They can taste it.
And then
And then what was wrong with the third option?
Don't go in the kids' bathroom. That's disgusting.
So what would you do? Would you just have to go into the garage?
You didn't poop for 3 years.
I would just have to dig a hole in the backyard.
So she didn't want to
Dave,
taste
it's
your
so sad.
pecan lodge jalapeno sausage.
Yeah, no.
Every time she took a shower.
It's amazing. It's amazing that I'm not still in that loving marriage.
May she rest in peace.
Indeed. She,
All right, coming up next.
At least she got to meet Kevin James.
Yeah, that's true.
Coming up next, we have a Christmas tradition, Stoma Man.
And now it's time for another great Christmas story. This is a classic because this started out, and the guy doesn't call anymore, but he used to call for many years after you told this story.
Yes,
on the air.
he was a regular e-brake voter.
Mm-hmm. And he was a guy known as Stoma Man.
Yes.
And a stoma is someone who's differently abled in the trachea area.
Yes.
Tracheostomy?
That is the
tracheotomy.
the hole is a tracheostomy hole, and the procedure, of course, is the tracheotomy.
Yeah, and many times you'll see it if someone has had like throat cancer due to smoking. That was not the case in this fella because he had other things going on.
Okay.
I think he maybe had like a muscular dystrophy or something. He needed the stoma to breathe.
But when you eat, like if he had a goldfish, would the goldfish come flying right back out like a broken paper?
Once again, people don't understand anatomy. So the trachea and the esophagus are not the same thing.
Two different holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Once you get in there deep enough, it splits off.
Yes.
All right. So the story of Stoma Man. We first talked about this on the Rant many, many years ago in the Christmas season, and it was a story that I had forgotten, that I had repressed, and then we talked about it on the Rant one day, and then it, as things will do on the Rant, took a life of its own, and there became Stoma Man the caller. But this is when I was in like 7th grade. And so myself and one of my good friends at the time, it was a pastime as a child of the 80s and I guess early 90s, but this was, I guess, late 80s, that to kill time, we would just get dropped off at the mall. And so one of our parents had dropped us off at Irving Mall, which is now kind of a weird ghost town mall with like laser tag and like a Burlington coat factory or something. But
at least it's still there.
It's like 90% of malls now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the malls from my childhood aren't even around anymore.
Yeah, you guys remember malls?
So
malls were fun.
We had the afternoon to ourselves, and we just would wander around. We would go to like Fast Forward and look at the skateboards, and then we would go to Orange Julius and get an Orange Julius. And maybe we would go by Aladdin's Castle and play some video games.
God, those were always really magical to me.
Play some Q*bert.
Arcades.
And then we would always walk through like Dillard's and Foley's. We'd walk through the young men's department. We would look at the Genera hypercolor shirts and the Bugle Boy jeans.
Maybe get an Izod polo.
We couldn't afford Izod.
Way to go, Monty.
Sorry, I thought everyone grew up rich.
And so I believe we were in Dillard's or Foley's. Doesn't matter.
Same thing.
But we were walking through, my friend and I, we were walking through amongst all of the rounders, the round displays of clothes, of shirts or whatever. And so we can't see anything obstructing our path. We just see over the top of these clothing racks. And as we round one of them, there's a gentleman in a wheelchair that is blocking our path.
Monty, cover your ears.
Sounds like defamation coming up. Go ahead.
And so we can't get past him because he's in between two racks of clothing. We have to, and either we back up or we talk to him.
His disability was inconveniencing you?
Yeah, what's with you people, Monty?
Always I bet you had it harder rounders. That day than he did.
All right.
And so we're like, oh, hey. And then we realize as he goes to speak to us that he has a stoma, that he has to put his finger over the stoma hole in order to speak to us. And
How old a guy is this?
I would guess 30s.
Okay. He wasn't elderly.
No,
in my head, I had him as like 70s.
No, he's probably 30s, 40s, but he looked much older because because of his condition.
How much to take a sniff of that stoma?
Because he was also his
was he built like
no, like his limbs were a little atrophied. Like he was very weak and very small.
Oh,
and so he put his finger over his stoma hole. And he looked to my friend and I, and he said, "Are you having a good holiday?" Oh. And we were both taken aback, but we also didn't want to be rude. And so we were like, yes.
At first, did you think he was like pressing a button on his throat or something?
No, we could tell what was going on.
He would issue a phrase?
No, we could tell what was going on. Okay. He didn't have a Stephen Hawking computer.
Got a speak and spell.
Yeah.
And
just has a rotator on there.
And so we were like,
I like holidays.
We're having a great holiday. How about you? Oh, just fine. And so he is asking us, like, you know.
What was he shopping for? Was he like browsing the
He was
pants?
shopping for little boys.
Oh. Like trying to buy one?
That is sinister.
Yeah. So he's asking us, what would you like for Christmas? And so we said, "Oh, I don't know. One of these shirts would be great. I don't know. I'm hoping to."
I can't afford to buy you a shirt. What with the stoma and all.
And then
pulls the wallet out of there.
So we asked.
Start pulling a handkerchief after handkerchief tied together.
Stick a
You want to see a drink?
So we asked the Stoma Man, what would you like for Christmas?
An intact trachea.
And he said, "You know what I would really like?
Jesus to come back and kill me.
I would like a hug from each of you."
Oh, man. And you refused?
No,
stranger danger?
We did the bend over at the waist.
Put your ass out.
Yeah.
Like, try to make
that hug we've gotten from women so many times.
Try to make as little contact as possible, but still make the hugging motion and pat him on the back. Both of us.
Because at your age, you don't know if stomas are contagious or what.
Yeah, I had no idea. This was the first time I'd ever seen a stoma in the wild.
Something's going to come flying out of
Did
there.
you get a creepy vibe from him, or was it
like a little eel kind of
sad?
Comes out and bites you?
Like maybe he just wanted someone to talk to.
It was equally. It was equally creepy and sad. It was creepy and weird, but we genuinely felt bad for the guy, and so we gave him the hugs, and then we were like, "Okay, have a great Christmas. Bye, gotta go." And then so we hightailed it out of there.
His wallet out of his pants.
You couldn't
while
even
you're
give him a pity real hug for him to use later.
Use? What do you mean?
As he's trying to snake something down his throat and out the hole.
Right. Was it a trick I can do with my necklace?
So I don't know. I have to believe that he was dead within 6 months.
Dude, wait a second.
So I made sure
there was an easier way to end this in a more feel-good manner.
But I feel like my friend and I gave him
his life.
I feel like we gave him the best Christmas of his life.
Okay, you're the hero of the story. Okay,
yes, I am the hero of this story, and so God bless you, Stoma Man, wherever you are.
He may still be alive.
I'd say there's like a 0.5% chance he's still with us.
Well, just because you have a stoma doesn't mean you're going to die in 6 months.
Well,
Dave.
he had way more stuff going on than just
you were
that.
assuming that. You were assuming that. The only thing that was confirmed was the stoma.
Maybe your hug.
I didn't read his chart, Gordon.
It wasn't hanging off the back of his chair.
He hadn't busted out.
The hug was all he needed to turn his life around.
Yeah,
and maybe now.
Maybe that wasn't atrophy. Maybe that was just a lack of will to get up and walk around because he was depressed.
A little human touch went a long way.
You know that.
Yeah.
Let's call back to the hand angel tree.
How long do you think that you talked with him? Like, how long was this interaction you had with Stoma Man?
I mean, it was maybe 2 minutes, but it felt like forever. It was one of those.
Doesn't sound like a nice thing to say, but
no, it was one of those that as soon as you are in the situation, you were looking for the way out of the situation.
And
that's what he thinks about you, Monty.
I know.
Every time I talk to
as
Monty,
far away as he could possibly be at this desk right now.
I think Monty wants a hug.
Yeah, give me a hug.
Really make this Christmas. Go get
I'm going to give you a Stoma Man Christmas hug.
Oh,
a good way to
what
end
a beautiful
our show.
tradition. A beautiful
and a
Catholic
kiss.
tradition.
And a kiss.
Oh, look at him. He's
bend
leaning
over.
way back.
Yep.
All right, hold on.
The butt's out.
Hold on. I got to take a picture.
Sexual
of this.
harassment. Oh,
hold on. Wait, I'm not ready yet. Do it again, Dave. Give him a Stoma Man hug.
Oh, yeah.
No. Do the butt out.
Pull your pants up.
All right, there was the Stoma Man, traditional Stoma Man Christmas hug.
David's
that
gonna take a
officially
bath.
kicks off the holiday season.
Yes.
When
Are y'all on the air?
When Stoma Man,
I don't know.
Who knows?
Comes out and sees his Stoma shadow.
Oh yeah,
it means Christmas is coming up.
It means Santa does not have AIDS.
It's what?
Has that sentence ever been said before?
That when Stoma Man comes out and sees his shadow, that means Santa
doesn't
have AIDS.
For 6 more weeks.
Yeah, and then
he gets AIDS again,
and then who knows? All bets are off.
Santa's in a constant state of AIDS, except for those 6 weeks.
He's in an AIDS flux.
Full-blown AIDS.
Yeah. Right.
Gotta go.
All right.
I'm glad you're here.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a long time. And George, who I'm working with today, gladly.
Gordon.
How do you put up with him whenever
his mic is loud.
There's an emergency phone number to give, and he acts like
Drives me up the wall.
it's a number with commas and stuff.
37 8 105.
I apologize, George. I'm neurodivergent, and I am numerically different than you. Numbers.
Hey, kidnapped, and let's do a bit about it. Hey, it's 8156.
I don't think that's what I say.
4,324,356.
But I'm sure they'll find him anyway.
A bajillion dollars.
See, at least I end on something that's positive.
That's right.
Yeah, kids always show up.
As long as I keep getting my radio check, I'm fine.
Gosh, listen to him.
so much.
So arrogant.
It's allergies.
What'd you think of? What'd you think of? Pull that mic up to you there. What'd you think of AI Giorgio this morning?
Scary,
dude.
It is.
That was the
pretty
most accurate Corby one too. I thought it was really Corby. I was pissed when I first heard it. It's like Corby's on our team. How'd they get him?
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with any of it.
No.
Do you have any of them in there, Ham?
I don't think we should highlight it.
Why is that?
I just don't.
We're all going to die because of this.
Yes.
You know that.
Wait,
I'm
what?
not ready to die yet.
We will all die.
We're all going to die
of these
because
tickers.
of AI fake voices.
So AI
Absolutely.
George is going to kill real Corby?
You put it past
Maybe.
him?
No, but he's
know.
probably ordered something on Amazon by now.
See, that's the thing.
So I was goofing around with it. I texted DJ last night, and he told me which company he used, and so I went and subscribed. Actually, subscribed.
No way.
Giving AI my
I
money.
want to hear that during breaks at all.
And and it was pretty incredible.
I know.
I trained it on a couple voices. You just upload. You got to have good, clean audio. That's the key. Because
Did you bring Lee Harvey Oswald back to life?
That's today's project. so that I can
not charged with that.
so that I can have a date with him.
So ask me about that.
So
nobody knows what I do.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Lee Harvey Oswald do Moron Dog. Well, maybe not let him eat the napkin. What's that?
I got AI Corby and Jub.
Okay, let's take a listen to AI Corby.
Well, I generated Corby the Snake Davidson with you for this ticket ticker. Here today on this Wednesday, here today on this White Elephant Day, here today from the depths of computer-generated hell. Well, the Sooners didn't make the college football playoff. That's the worst thing to happen to the program since the 2005 National Championship game. Listen up, idiots. Need to tell you about this dream I had last night. So Jason Isbell, Dave Grohl, Jack Black, and I are riding a 4-person bicycle with our shirts off, whistling at chicks by the pickleball court at my country club. Suddenly, Eddie Vedder appeared to us, descending from the heavens like the early 90s metrosexual sex god that he is. Oh yeah! I shouted as the guy who gave me a chubby when he pointed me out at his concert began pouring chocolate sauce and whipped cream all over us.
Did they
That's
do you?
when I heard off in the distance,
I think
Gary,
they did.
that's disgusting. That is the ticket ticker.
You turn it down now. That's incredible. And the thing is you only feed it like 2 minutes of audio, and it can do that. And they have another level to where it's like the professional level voice cloning that you have to do more audio with. But this is called kind of the instant voice cloning. So this is the lower level of voice cloning, and
which
it's
is
that good.
almost perfect.
Yeah.
So the thing is, though, now no matter what you do say or what gets out there in public, anyone can say, well, that's not me.
That's the hope, is that it will save the ticket because we can just disavow. Hey, what? No, we wouldn't do a bit like that.
Stoma Man.
But you had that dream, though, right?
Yeah, I'm going to train it on Stoma Man tonight.
What a waste of time.
All right, what's the Giorgio sound like?
Hey, P1s, this is fake George Dunham. It's Eagles week for the Cowboys. Dallas trying to take first place away from the stupid Eagles and their annoying-ass coach, Nick Sirianni. God, I hate that f***ing guy. He looks like two Philly natives left their boxing gym and in a back alley behind an abortion clinic using cheesesteaks like strap-ons. He reminds me of
See?
That gives you
That's
a
you.
little bit of the idea.
You have children.
Yeah, Ham's going to start calling my aunt now with that. Hey, let me tell you something.
Georgie, did you call me about cheesesteaks doing
Always sunny
something?
in Philadelphia. That's a f***ing lie. Sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows. Don't feed me your weather propaganda bullshit. You know what episode I never saw of that show? The gang gets the kicked out of them for being miserable f***s. You know what was a good show? Dallas. Now that was a show. No BS. Straight to the point. Wealthy oil family remains wealthy until Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks some dude for touching on a kid with AIDS. Wait, I may have that mixed up.
Okay, that's...
It's so weird. Because you get lost in the fact that it's not.
Right.
Oh, man.
I haven't heard me read something like that since Monty was in the sports broadcasting class, and Gordo had me record a bunch of fake responses to students. Oh, yeah, let me hear from the big Mexican back there.
Oh,
well, that's what you wrote.
Wow.
I didn't write that.
It's been called worse.
The big Mexican.
Monty, I would never write that.
What did Gordo sound like?
He doesn't have it.
Oh. You already...
Did
you already
those on his computer.
reprogram the AI to eliminate your voice from the internet?
Yeah. Already messed with the algorithm.
Philly.
Anyway, so what do you guys have coming up? You guys have a huge show.
So we hadn't planned yet, but we got a break coming up, and we're going to really push it all together.
I will say this. For our shift, our 10 to 2 shift, I think I was involved in more show planning than I have the entire rest of my career.
Yeah.
We got him on 2 Zoom calls.
Yeah. 2 Zoom calls.
Dang.
Like 30 minutes each.
Dang.
Has that ever happened on the morning show, George?
No.
I said, hey, I'd really like to do 2 Zoom calls.
That's a plan for tomorrow a little bit.
Really kind of go over our game plan. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Donovan took control of our show, and...
Yeah, Donnie, come here. You're the captain.
He's completely run
Tell
with
us,
it.
Donnie.
It's all streamlined. It's perfect. It's unbelievable.
Now we're going to have a good time. We have a giveaway. We're going to go down to the plaza to see if we can round up. We're going to make sure that What's Up Picks with Friends, the payout, we're giving you a preview of the payout.
A little
Picks with Friends.
Because we're in last
last
place.
Right. So we're going to go down and we're going to see
In
how
costume.
it may go for the loser.
Yeah.
For 12 hours. This is just a warm-up.
Well, just for
Right,
12
this is a
minutes,
warm-up.
maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a warm-up.
Who's in first place? I haven't looked yet.
Shut up.
Shut up.
We're on the same team.
And to start us off, our next segment is called Hot Dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Next.
It really
This is AI George, making the world a little safer for scammers.
Get the Steak Podcast at patreon.com/sportsgreek.
Once again, The Ticket presents Why Today Doesn't Suck.
Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Chili.
And now, here are your hosts,
Chili.
Captain Donovan Lewis, George Dunham, and Corby Davidson.
One of y'all got way too close. I couldn't identify the voice, but I'm going back to listen to it.
It was Travis.
And I'm kicking somebody's ass.
It was totally Travis.
Wait, what the heck?
He was so ready.
Somebody.
Picked up that language at the strip club.
Man, dude. Somebody had their eyes closed, head back, just ready to run out there too, boy.
All right. Why Today Doesn't Suck. Today is December the 6th, 25 days left in 2023. On this day in history, in 1877, the Washington Post published its first edition.
Of what?
Washington.
Oh, of the Washington Post.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yes. In 1923, the first U.S. presidential address was broadcast on radio by President Calvin Coolidge.
Do you think they delivered that first edition? So somebody went out in their powdered wig and their robe.
You think a high school kid
just got
on a bike with a giant back wheel or front wheel? And, yeah.
Just 2 tiny training wheels in the back.
Yeah.
And threw that edition right there. And you go out there with your mug of coffee, just black, because they didn't have sweetener back then.
Whose idea was the giant wheeled bicycle? And that was a common thing. That wasn't a bit.
That was like the bike.
Right.
Yeah, who was the
ridiculous?
Whose idea
bike.
was the powdered wig?
Mr. Wig.
Okay, the bike is called a penny farthing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard
Back from
that.
the 1880s. It's British.
In 1956, Nelson Mandela and 156 others were arrested for political activities in South Africa. So, do you guys remember when Nelson Mandela came back over here after he was released? And I can't remember who the supermodel was that showed up at the White House or wherever to greet him. And there was a very uncomfortable him staring down at her up tops.
Really?
Naomi Campbell?
Campbell. I think it was Naomi Campbell. There was a shot of him just looking down like, what's up?
Hey, he's been in jail a long time.
For like 60 years or whatever, yeah.
It's the Mandela effect.
You can't blame him.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
In 1963, the Beatles began a tradition of releasing a Christmas record for fan club members.
I've heard some of their Christmas stuff. It doesn't get played much.
Dude, I don't know if I've heard any of it.
Yeah.
Outside of McCartney's beating of a song.
Yeah, not that one, but yeah, they put out stuff a long time ago and it never gets played. Rarely gets played.
Speaking of that,
Soulful Christmas.
What time?
4:10.
Let's go.
What did you just do?
What?
Did you just lean over and
No.
butt rocket?
No, I was listening. I didn't do anything.
I thought he was
I
trying to get
promise
another
you.
amp or something. He just kind of leaned
This
over and I
chair
heard a
may have made a
noise.
noise.
Okay.
Listening defense is a little curious. We should all be
What?
listening.
This chair is ridiculous.
Interesting. We
I
need to go
didn't
back
do
and take a peek
anything.
at that.
We may need to put you on
No.
trial right
The
now.
chair may have made a noise. It wasn't me.
In 1964, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first aired on television.
Okay. I was thinking about this the other day when we were talking about it on the
Crazy.
morning show. It's about time to take this show off the air.
Why? Kids still love it.
Do they?
Well,
Claymation is way behind the times.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
And the second thing is, it just doesn't hold up. It's like, yeah, we just kind of accept the bullying of a reindeer because he has a red nose, and even his dad distances from him.
Dude, what about Charlie Brown in that respect? How about bullying the star of the
Yeah,
show, the
I know.
entire show?
I know.
And he always gets, even the adults, he's getting rocks in his bag at Halloween.
Right, I got a rock.
He's so
I
sad.
know.
And the
And they
sad
tell
Christmas
you
tree?
At Thanksgiving.
Hey, line 4
Yeah,
guys
here.
What's up?
Let's go.
Hey!
Hey.
In 1970, the Cleveland Cavaliers' first NBA home victory took place,
Oh, line 4 guy.
LeBron James.
beating the Buffalo Braves 108-106.
The Buffalo Guardians. No.
That's true. In 1973, Gerald Ford was sworn in as the first unelected vice president. He succeeded Spiro Agnew, which always sounded like an evil man.
Yeah,
Immediately
weird
fell
name.
off.
Or a hell of a
Yeah.
front man for a band.
He resigned over corruption allegations.
Who, Spiro?
No, dude.
Yeah, Spiro did. Not a really good president and vice
No,
president.
They didn't really have a good
It
run
was
there.
either that. It was either that, or he was going to jail for 20 years.
Yeah. In 1992, San Francisco wide receiver Jerry Rice caught an NFL record, or catches an NFL record 101st touchdown.
Man.
Imagine what he would have done in an offense where they really
Passing
threw it
offense,
around.
yeah.
They were running the
Give
wishbone.
Give it to
Ricky Waters. Yeah, I mean, he was great.
Give it to Waters. Give it to Rathman.
Maybe
Rathman.
the biggest piece of garbage that lives in the Metroplex.
Who?
Turns 87 today. Televangelist Kenneth Copeland.
Oh.
That sorry sack of garbage. You talk about
These aren't lukewarm.
going straight to hell. That guy is number one on the list.
He's got the demon eyes
Really?
for sure.
Dude, he is what an awful human being and family.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Dude,
dear.
the amount of
Yes.
money they've siphoned out of poor people along the way to fly in private jets all over the world. F them.
Yeah, pretty sweet jets, though.
Yeah, they are. Rob Royer, the guitarist for Bread, is 81.
Bread?
Look at all these old rockers now in their
That's the name of a
80s.
band?
I know.
Bread?
Soft rock. You would know a song from Bread.
Yeah, you would know a Bread song.
You would. I'm telling you right now.
Put that hot dog on wheat. That was one of them.
The great Peter Buck of REM is 67.
They're almost 70 now.
How's his sleep?
I know.
I'm rising over you.
So were you not? Did you get into them?
I know any of these bands.
REM?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, I got a bunch of REM records.
Oh, I didn't know if that was like your thing as well as you two.
Yeah,
they were real close.
Yeah, they were. I liked them. I don't know if I loved them, but I really liked them. Yeah.
They were no Judas Priest.
Dang right.
Oh, who was? Andrew Cuomo is 66. Didn't he get in trouble for something?
Or was that
he lied to someone.
Didn't they both get in trouble, him and his brother?
Yeah, his brother covered for him, right?
Keeping up with the Cuomos.
I'd watch. Dave Lovering, the drummer of the Pixies, is 62. Judd Apatow, the director of Knocked Up, 40-year-old virgin, not 40-year-old virgin, 40, and Superbad is 56. Robbie Gould is 41. The kicker?
The guitar man. That's bread.
Yeah.
That don't point at me like that's so obvious.
You know the guitar man?
Nothing. No, I don't. Who cares? Why? Only bread I want is toasted.
Elizabeth Brunig, P1 journalist, is 33.
Bob's sister.
Her, it's not, but they got to be. Matt, her husband's got to be related to Bob, right?
Got to be.
Yeah.
Number 53.
Sports birthdays. Jose Contreras is 52.
Hey, man, that's a way to go.
He's contrariously in.
The Devil Rays manager, Kevin Cash, is 46.
Just the Rays.
Whatever. Former Stars great Matt Niskanen is 37.
Yes.
Oh, look at Baldy.
There you go, Baldy's. That got Baldy's attention.
That's why he has the sweater and the hat.
Yep.
Adam Eaton on the air is 35.
That was a big ticket joke for there for a while.
The Greek freak himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo, is 29.
Going to Vegas for the NBA Cup.
A little past his prime.
Maybe so.
Just kind of on the teetering on the edge.
There'll be two Giannis's in one cup.
I'm not jumping off sides.
And Johnny Manziel, 31 years
Money Manziel. Must be the money.
They didn't give a number on that.
He was a student of the game, really.
He really was. Yeah, he really, especially when he got to Cleveland. That's where he really put some time in.
Is he the only quarterback in modern football history that never watched film?
Gotta be.
Never.
That played, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Kyler Murray
have Heisman?
He had to have
Kyler Murray had 0 in his iPad, right?
Yeah, he had a thing in the contract.
No. That was Johnny.
Oh, that was Johnny. They had to. They had a clause in his contract.
Kyler had a video game clause.
Oh, okay.
You can't
he played
play
too much Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone or.
Yeah, he lined
whatever.
them up as the Seahawks on Warzone.
I know people kind of bagged on that documentary. To me, it was incredible. There's some of those things I had not heard about.
No, it was super fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
Born on this day now
him
dead.
In such a great light when you could tell it was the one on his side. Like, I want something that's more down the middle to tell everything that's going on instead of his side only.
They glossed over Cleveland, but, I mean, they pretty much told how deceitful they were when in College Station.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what he's doing was highly illegal.
Yeah.
And how he was eligible during all that is amazing.
And you had to keep him around. He was literally, he built the university.
And the story before the draft. Okay. Dad, you had a heart attack.
Yeah. Mom,
Johnny
you got
had to
cancer.
leave. Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
It's insane.
Born on this day now dead, Randy Rhoads, the guitarist of Ozzy Osbourne.
And
Plane
then
crash.
Rhoads said, you know what? Looks good to us.
Plane crash, right? L4G for Randy Rhoads?
Yes. And they were buzzing the tour bus.
Really?
The tour bus in the plane, yes.
Oof.
Crazy story.
Richard Speck murdered 8 nurses, dead on this day in 1991.
Jeez.
The pianist for Take 5, Dave Brubeck.
Yep.
That guy's real famous, isn't he?
We used to have to spin his music at KNT.
Yeah, that's how I know
They have
him.
a Take 5 and a Take 6?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just turn your set off button. Hit
No,
that.
Take 6 is a group.
He's
and
right.
They didn't have any instruments. That's why I was saying.
Oh, really?
When he said piano.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Then you turn your mic off, jackass.
Take 5 is a huge jazz standard. So, yeah, they would have derived that.
Dead on this day, still dead, Roy Orbison, died in 1988.
Attended North Texas.
Jefferson Davis.
Really?
Yep.
1889.
His team lost.
Honus Wagner checked out in 1955. Surely by alcoholism or something.
To the Wagner family, we're not sure about that one.
Well, he died in 1955. They're all dead, too.
Okay.
By now.
Any old baseball cards sitting around.
All right.
My way.
A very special interview.
Yes. This is almost a helpline, but it's not a voicemail. It's a live guest. Sweet. Somebody needs some help. Hey, good to hear from you, Line 4 guy.
Love you. I think you're funny.
All right, thank you very much, Travis. It's 3:40 here on the White Elephant Wednesday. We're the afternoon program. Donovan is our captain. Giorgio. Myself. God, man. This is so shocking. Tyler, Baldy, and Travis. Now, Travis is the new producer of The Invasion, heard 10-1, doing a bang-up job. And earlier in the week, we found out that Travis had never been to a strip club before. And so we started kicking it around about an hour ago. God bless.
There's a lot going on.
There really is. There's a lot of dress-up going on. We started kicking around about an hour ago why he had never been. He and Tyler both had never been before. And then he really threw down the hammer by casually dropping in that his dad, when he was 8 years old, when Travis was 8...
I could be a little off on that year, but it's in that general area.
That his dad took him to a strip club and left him in the parking lot with his Pokemon cards while his father went in to see his stripper girlfriend.
Baller.
And it was just like, what? Wait, what did you just say? And so we had fun kicking that around. Well, now, this is the real fun because we welcome on Charlie, Travis's dad.
Yeah!
Charlie!
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing good. Now, Charlie, first off, you're the one who is the original OG P1 that got Travis interested in this?
Yes, sir. Yep.
And like day one P1?
Exactly. Yep. the day when the show first started.
Dang.
All right. That's awesome, man. So, in your memory, tell us how it all went down that fateful night or multiple nights of strip clubbing with your son and leaving him in the parking lot.
Well, actually, I was trying to think of how old he was, but he was about 8 or 9. And I was dating she was a waitress at the time. And so I went to go pick her up, and I parked in the parking lot, and I told him I was going to run in to go let her know that I was in the parking lot, and that when she got off, I'd be out there waiting for her. And so it wasn't like I was in there for an hour or so.
Okay,
but,
yeah. So that's not that
30
bad.
minutes or so. You know?
Yeah, just wait here.
Yeah.
And I, to be honest, I didn't think he would remember that.
You don't forget your first trip to a parking lot of a strip club, I guess.
Okay, so where did you meet this young lady at the establishment?
Yes, I did. During lunch hour, they would have a free lunch, free burgers and fries and a drink.
See, I knew to stay away from lunch hour. You see?
And so one day, I found out about it from a friend or so. So I went there one day. I had a day off from work, so I went there just to see, and that's when I met her.
And
to see what?
What do you think?
Take advantage of the burger.
Well, it's a lunch. He's hungry.
Check out lunch.
Now,
okay.
how old were you at the time, Charlie?
I was probably in my mid-30s, early 30s.
That's what I'm talking about.
Heck yeah.
And do you know how long you'd been divorced at that point?
About a year or so.
Oh, hell yeah. Perfect time. Was this your initial rebound from the divorce?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What was that?
Are those memories something, Charlie? What's happening here?
Good Lord, Dad. Come on. Have a little respect for the airwaves.
Excuse me.
That's all right. So that was your first rebound?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's quite a board.
Now, how long did you guys date?
Oh, probably about a year or so.
Okay. Now, all right, here's the kicker. Did former Lady Charlie know that this young lady that you were now dating was a stripper?
eventually she found out about it.
And
how did that go over?
Well, I just kind of, it went in one ear and out the other when I caught the wrath from it.
But now, did she know that you had young Travis in the parking lot taking wings out to him every 10 minutes so he could eat?
Probably not.
He's trying to organize his Pokemon collection.
Yeah, and but I could probably tell you another story about one time when I took him to Hooters for a WrestleMania.
I remember that one too.
How old was he then?
Not much older.
Not much older. And I told him, I said, you better not tell your mom about it because I'll never hear the end of it.
A WrestleMania between the girls?
What a dad! What a great dad!
It was on pay-per-view, you know, and so I took it. Well, we were going past the Hooters, and he saw it on the billboard, and I said, well, we'll see. So anyhow, we ended up
Pins this on me, like 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I took care of him. I treated him right, you know.
Hey, I see nothing wrong with any of this.
Hooters and wrestling. What's better than that?
Yeah.
And now Travis can't eat another wing or go to Hooters anymore.
No.
Trying to traumatize the bit.
So how long were y'all in there for WrestleMania? Like the whole thing?
Yeah, yeah. In fact, when we went in, the host or whoever, the manager said, you got to buy at least $20 worth of food or beverage.
And, we got that, yeah.
That was no big deal. But the girls had a little bit more on than what they normally wear.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because there were families in there.
Yeah, like you.
And your son.
There's a lot of divorced dads in there, you know?
Did you get a phone number that night?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But, you know, not to embarrass my son, but I tell you, he was a good person to take when I went places like concerts and stuff because he was a good to get the women to come to me.
He's a good wingman.
Yeah.
That wore off by the time I got to high school.
Yeah, but you were adorable.
Yeah.
Cute little kid.
Chubby fat kid.
Wow, that is awesome. So do you and ex-lady Charlie, do you guys speak at all now?
We haven't spoken in a little while.
Okay.
I'm getting reports she's now aware of the trip to the strip club.
Oh, no. You may be getting... I was saying...
You might hear from her soon.
I wonder if she's blocked all that out. I mean, it was 20-something years ago. Yeah.
She hasn't.
Yeah. But his Aunt Teresa did confront me about the Hooters thing. And she said, why did you take him there? And she goes, I'm surprised you didn't take him to a strip joint.
Oh, you've been there, done that.
Too late. Yeah, that was last week.
So, I had to raise him right, you know.
Yeah, you did.
And look at him now.
Look at me over here.
Charlie, did you ever, after the relationship broke up with the stripper, did you ever go down that well again with a entertainer?
No. I pretty much kind of set that aside and went on with the career where I was working at the time. I don't know if I want to mention it was a good chip company that I was working for.
Okay.
So I just kind of more or less devoted my career to that and raising my son Travis.
Well, you raised him right.
Yes, he's a great kid.
He's a great guy.
Well, thanks, guys.
I'm awful proud of him.
Yeah,
well, he's mortified by giant boobs now. I just want you to know that.
You gave me a complex, Dad.
Yeah.
And the only thing that we can do to kind of bring this full circle is go find Tammy.
That's right.
Yep, that's all we can do.
Tammy.
We get the investigative reporter out there going and
holla, Tammy.
When he texted me about it, and then after he said from Baby Dolls, I got to wondering. I wonder where she's at also. You know?
Yeah. Well, look her. Hey, the internet's alive and well, my friend.
And also Craigslist. Either one.
Yeah,
you can go down that well.
I'll send you a link, Dad. Don't worry.
I got an amp off that once.
Well, Charlie, thank you so much for the time, man. That was awesome. We appreciate it. We love Travis, and you did a stand-up job out there. Kind of a rocky start in that strip club parking lot.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on the air, and I appreciate it. And I still listen to you guys all the time.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Charlie.
man. We really
Thanks,
appreciate
Pops.
that.
There he
That
goes.
is Travis's dad, Charlie.
Is he a Mejia too?
He is. He's where I got the Mejia from. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't sport the correct look for most Mejias.
Yeah. Well, good on him. That's
The
a great.
Black Cats of Bahia.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Why did you have to get in full character and roll your eyes in the back of your head when you did that too?
I don't know.
Every single time.
I know, it's unbelievable, man. All right, that was awesome. That was great.
Yeah.
Way to go, man. Way to go.
And I don't see George or Donovan. That must mean
we're here. Let's go.
they are down on Nowitzki Way.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how
Can
we
you
doing?
read us?
Yeah, we are live on Nowitzki Way here. I'm dressed up as Santa, and Donovan is in full elf costume.
Yeah, I'm Elf Donovan. I'm helping Santa give cheer to girls and boys.
Man, you look good.
Thank you. You look great.
So good that, what's your name again?
I thought you
Katie.
were Santa. I thought Santa never forgot anyone.
I know. I'm getting old. Forget names. How could I forget you, Katie? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Good. What do you want for Christmas?
Just lots of puppy treats for my dog Willow. She's a great dog.
What kind of dog?
She is a mini Bernedoodle.
Okay. That sounds like a fun dog. What do you think about Donovan the elf over there?
You look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm making toys for all the girls and boys.
Gross. You're the grossest elf of all time.
What? I got to make the
Are
toys
you
to
going to any
deliver,
Christmas
right?
parties in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, I am.
So if guys went to the Christmas party and they were dressed like this, don't you think they would kind of happen?
I think they would be the center of attention.
All right.
Let's
That's
do
what
it.
I'm saying.
We
Yeah.
need to go to a Christmas party.
Does
Can you
Katie want
invite us to
Mavericks
the
tickets?
Christmas party you going to?
Hey, do you want to go to the Mavericks game tonight?
Sure.
Your boyfriend's a big, sports fan, right? What's going on with this mic?
Yes, he loves sports.
We have 2 tickets to a Maverick game tonight.
Tonight.
You want to go?
They're playing Utah tonight. Yeah.
Wow, that would be awesome.
All
Y'all
right.
live right here? You just walk into the arena?
Yeah, I live right over there.
What's your number? I'm just joking.
Well, it's
Okay.
creepy Santa.
All right, we're going to give you the Mavericks tickets. How about that?
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's his word.
She's got to stick around. We got to get her name and all that.
Okay, stick around.
We got to get
Sorry.
your name
Yeah.
and
number.
to give you the tickets.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need your
Yeah.
Snapchat.
Oh, here. We're going to get Katie's information.
Well, we'll do it in a little bit. We'll do it in a little bit. Don't worry about it.
No,
No,
we
based
have
on
some of Travis here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right, we want to do okay, our karaoke machine,
It broke.
the power
on
supply.
our way
on
down.
our-
No.
No, but here's what. We got music back. Tyler's got some music that he can roll, but the problem is
Hey! Merry Christmas! What do you want for Christmas?
Gross.
I'm taking. You can't have me. I know.
Okay, so no one on the street will hear the music, so we'll look extra crazy. We're dressed like this, and they're just going to hear us singing a cappella.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
okay.
you guys are
Have
like
a good one.
the Tickets
Bye,
version
Katie.
of Pentatonics.
Have fun.
Okay. So, let's do it.
Okay. Which one are we doing first? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know all the words to this.
Come on.
I don't.
Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Ready? Here you go, Nowitzki Way.
All right.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away.
You gave it away.
This year, save me from tears. I give it to someone special.
Special.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away.
You gave it away.
This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special.
Special.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Hey!
I keep my distance, you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? It's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a letter saying I loved you and I meant it. Now I see what a fool I've been.
Nailed it.
All right.
That was awesome.
All right.
Not away.
Yes.
I ran out of breath. Oh, this dude came to get Maverick tickets. And
Oh,
he's
man.
cry laughing. Sorry, we gave it to the girl with the big rack earlier.
Hey! Come on, Santa. That's
I'm
not
sorry,
the way
man.
to do it.
Oh,
Merry
gosh.
Christmas.
I'm
Merry
sorry
Christmas.
your daughter had to hear that comment. I was quoting Donovan. on
It's
that.
bad Santa right here.
Dang right.
Wow. Hey, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
I think he wanted to beat us up. Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Are
Hey,
y'all
do you have the other
actually
one up there?
in the plaza, or are you on the steps?
We're like
we're on the steps.
right by Dirk.
Yeah.
We're right by Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk is joining us. He
People
even
are
looks
honking
like
as they
he's in
drive
it.
by.
Yeah, we're right here on the street.
Hey, if you have girls, players,
karaoke
there, Tyler. I forgot to tell you that one.
Which one?
Players.
Yeah.
Oh.
Coy Leray.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're going to do that one.
Yeah.
That first one was Santa's. Now it's the elf's turn to
Yeah,
rock
it's the
out.
elf's turn.
Yeah, you're a little
There's
more
Katie
comfortable
over
with
there
this.
talking to her boyfriend, said, "No, really,
Yeah, I
I
don't
got
think
tickets."
so. Yeah, like he's like, no way.
No way, man.
No way at all. Merry Christmas, Jeep. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Hey.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Let's do it. Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too. Bitches getting money all around the world, cause girls is players too. What you know about living on the top?
What?
Penthouse suites looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spent it on a watch. Hold on. Little bit is showing through the white tee. You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Rocks on the finger like a player wife me. Got another shorty, she ain't nothing like me. About to catch another flight. Apple bottom make it wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If he broke, then you gotta let him go. You can have anybody, any mighty mo. Cause when you a boss, you can do what you want. Yeah,
hey,
cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Playing, baby.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Santa. Cause girls is players too. Bitches getting money all around the world, cause girls is players too. I go on and on and on again. You blowing up my phone, but I'm ignoring him.
What?
He thinking he the one, I got like 4 of him. I'm sitting first class like valedictorian, huh?
Yeah.
Came a long way from rag to riches. 5-star bitch, yeah, I taste so delicious. Let him lick the plate, then I make him do the dishes. Now he on News 12, cause a bitch be whistling. Yes! Got to get another fight. Apple bottom make him wanna bite. Hey, I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You can have anybody, any mighty mo. Cause when you a boss, you can do what you want. Hey, cause girls is players too. Ain't that right? Yes, it is. Cause girls is players too. Keep playing, baby. Yeah. Cause girls is players too. Right out the window. Bitches getting money all around the world. Cause girls is players too. You that just opened the door in the apartment.
Yeah, you know it.
Girls is players too.
That is incredible.
So we're in last place in Picks with Friends. So this is a
what's gonna be
preview
like?
of what will happen if one of
We
us
gotta start
loses.
getting some games right.
I know.
Can't do this again.
No, I can't do it. I'm done.
I'm embarrassed. I've embarrassed my family, and I pulled my groin.
Oh no!
Was so awesome though.
Santa's gonna limp his way around giving toys to all the girls and boys.
Did y'all have people who didn't know who you were looking over going, what is
my
happening?
God, yes.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is
Santa
going
and
on?
an elf girls
Singing players.
Acapella.
There's a few guys that are unloading the truck in front of us. And they're what the hell is going on right now? Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Merry
Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Way to go, Katie. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. She's still on the phone like, I think it's right. I don't know.
There's no way those tickets are real.
So no way.
Yeah, no way was it. Not Santa and a black elf out here.
Hi, boys.
Man.
Y'all get your
All right.
asses back up here. That was wonderful street magic down there in Nowitzki Way.
Open up the chimney. We'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
Just
Here we go.
incredible. There they are, Donovan and George down there entertaining everyone.
This ticket is brought to you by Deep Elm Brewing Company and Deep Elm IPA. I'm Michael Irvin, and there's been a lot of talk this week, a lot of junk talk about Cowboys and Eagles. I want to tell this to Philadelphia. Cowboys got Dak. You guys seen him play last 3 weeks? You got trouble when you come to the Death Star on Sunday night. It's a lot like back in the 90s when we had Deuce, me, and Troy. And just like those old teams had A-Ball, Troy, this team has got Dak. And the finger-licking good defensive front go, ready to eat up Jalen Hurts. You take that to the bank.
Hello everyone, my name is Van Davidson. I'm currently in 8th grade, and this is my ticket ticker for the year 2023. 2023 has been a great year for everyone here in the Metroplex. Hey, how about those Rangers? Last time the Rangers were any good, I was 2 years old. Or as my dad says, right in the wheelhouse for dating Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
Also, the University of Texas finally won a conference title. For the first time since I've been born. Amazing. It's taken 14 years. But it could be worse. Last time Texas A&M won a conference title, my dad was still making $5 an hour running the board and had a horrible STD. So vintage Texas. Dad's been really helpful this year though. Teenage years can be very awkward for a young lad like myself. He has helped me through so much. Like the other day when we were driving and I saw a woman walking down the street, I said, "Dad, it sure looks like she's having a bad day." My dad said, "Son, that's because she's a lady of the evening. And sometimes ladies of the evening can have bad days." I wasn't sure what a lady of the evening was, and Dad explained to me that meant she was a trick, a prostitute, a floozy, a call girl, a streetwalker, a hoe, chlamydia in a can, a harlot, a nympho, a pro, a lollipop girl, a hooker, a lot lizard, a trollop, a poon in the room, a nighttime accountant, an escort, a punter, a quote, "me love you a long time," a quote, "hold on tight so you don't fall in," and a strumpet. Anyway, thanks, Dad. Now I know better. Sports have been pretty good this year. I'm still tennis at a high level, and golf is starting to take up more of my time. Dad loves golf, and he loves spending that quality time with his youngest son. Dad believes in the Tiger Woods methods of training, and encourages me to have that type of drive and determination. He says, "Son, do exactly what Tiger does, and you'll be a great golfer." So quite often, Dad will have me take a few Ambien and have me drink 3 bottles of wine, and then I'll get behind the wheel of our SUV. Dad will dress up like a crazy blonde woman and take a 7-iron and beat the living shit out of me in the car while I'm sitting in the driver's seat. It's up to me to remain calm and try to avoid the 7-iron and back the car out without hitting the fire hydrant. And at the same time, text all my girlfriends to clear their phones. It's a real test of concentration. Dad's the best. Dad says gambling is about to be legalized in Texas. And so he said it's about time I learned how to parlay some games and make some serious cheddar. He had me take the money I was going to give to the church and said too, "Let's let it all ride on one major sporting event." So Dad took me to a cockfight. When we got there, he let me choose the bird I wanted to bet on. It was either going to be Mother Clucker or Chick Jagger. I knew Dad loved the Stones, so we let it ride on Chick. And we won! Some guy named Jose gave me $50 after the match. And now I'm hooked. I even have my own bird. Now I named Cluck Norris. Cockfighting is so cool. Thanks, Dad. This has been Van Davidson with my annual ticket ticker. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all. Thank you for listening all these years to my dad. Otherwise, we are living on the streets. But instead, we now are playing pickleball on courts lined with gold and polo horses. Drink only the finest molasses. So thank you, P1s.
Oh my God. That is amazing. I
can't believe it's only been 4 years. It seems like he's been doing that since he was 4.
I know.
Golly, that's great. So
let it
uncomfortable,
ride on the cockfight.
One of the major sporting events that we have.
Chuck Jagger.
And the guy gave him $50. Hey, this is easy. What a nice parlay.
He's hooked. Yeah, he's hooked now.
Of course he's hooked. Dude,
All right.
that is awesome.
That's the best.
Yes, it is.
All right, Baldy, what do we got in E-News?
Serena Williams reveals the breast new skincare routine next.
All right. And here he is with wearing 2 pucks like pasties. It is Ryan Baldwin. Let's go, Baldy. E-News, baby.
You may twirl them around a little bit.
Hey, go for it.
Baldy.
Yuck.
Let's start with...
So that's what the strip club is like.
Yeah.
Making it so you don't have to go next time, Travis.
Well, thanks, bud.
Let's start with a notable death today. In the world of sitcoms, Norman Lear passed away today at 101.
Dang.
Now, all of his stuff was mostly before my time. Stuff like All in the Family, Sanford and Son, One Day at a Time, The Jeffersons, Good Times. So I'm going to lean on y'all. How big is this?
Dude, this was
huge. The most important person of television for 40 years?
Absolutely. I mean, the sitcoms, not only that he did that were hilarious, that we all watched, almost all of them that you just named. Like every single episode when we were kids. Obviously, a lot of them reruns, but we watched them. But the social issues that he tackled while making brilliant comedy, he was so far ahead of his time.
Yeah.
So far ahead, man. And they were all great.
Back when you dropped the N-bombs in primetime television.
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking to go back and watch some of those episodes now.
Why did his stuff not continue into the modern days? Just because sitcoms kind of fell off in general?
Yeah,
or?
but he kept working into his 90s. What was he working on?
He was they did a reboot of All in the Family with new actors like Woody Harrelson and
it's just a one-off thing.
And Jamie Foxx. Did the Jeffersons. But he wrote those for those. I think they redid episodes. But he was still working. He had his 15-year run of everything. Everything that he touched was gold, it seemed like. And then he just kind of lived off that.
All in the Family, Sanford and Son, Maude, Good Times, The Jeffersons, One Day at a Time.
Dude.
It was Mary Hardman.
See, I never watched that one.
I didn't either.
But the other ones were just appointment television every time they came on.
And black, white, Hispanic, everybody watched all of them.
Right. Different Strokes.
Yeah.
And we laugh at Different Strokes. But seriously, that was a big deal.
Oh,
Black kids being raised by white people.
In a penthouse in New York.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just, we're taking the kids in, because Webster was kind of in that vein, but they weren't as rich as Mr. Drummond. They went from the ghetto to the high life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Culturally, his impact was, I don't think, equaled in TV.
No.
And over the years.
I don't think it ever will be.
Behind the scenes, Right. But
Can't really think of anybody in modern times, at least in television, that would equal up.
Yeah, not dropping those hits like that.
No.
I mean, that's like a Michael Jackson run of hits off one album like he did with Thriller.
Right.
Like, that is untouchable, what you just rattled off there.
Yeah.
Well, he lived to 101 before passing away of natural causes.
And dude was sharp as a tack.
Right.
All the way through.
Yeah.
Do you know how lucky you are? Like, I think physically he was cool too, up to months ago.
And just all those sitcoms all at the same time. They all ran at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's throwing them down.
Well, stay hard. Norman Lear. Pour one out for him.
I wonder if he's going to be in one of the apartments. I wonder if Ham will vote him down.
Probably.
Ham and DJ.
Probably. Make a sitcom about chicken nuggets, so...
I know, right? I know.
All right, let's pay off the tease, and I think, George, you'll be interested in this story because I heard on your tickers this morning that you're very interested in breast milk.
No, not really.
Oh. Well, let's go ahead and do this story.
People
anyway.
I work with are.
Serena...
See, already, it's being attributed to you.
I know. Because of stupid AI.
Yep.
Jugs.
Serena Williams went on TikTok this past weekend to reveal that she was using breast milk on sunburns as part of her new skincare routine. And apparently, allegedly, it works.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. It's got a lot of nutrients in it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like stem cell coming from your boobs.
She got completely
make sense?
burned under her eye and started using it because it works for her kid. So apparently she's been putting breast milk on her kid,
I wonder
too.
if it was by accident. Like, did it, like she was looking down and it kind of...
Squirted one of them in the eye.
And then all of a sudden it just cleared up and went, oh my gosh.
Did she just have her second kid?
Yes.
Is that what's going on here?
Yes. Had her second kid in August.
Okay.
And her quote is, "They say put breast milk on everything, and I have a lot extra, so I'm going to try it for a week or so and see how it goes."
Hot dog?
Yeah,
Well, she has a lot extra.
I can see her producing a ton of it.
Yeah.
She's not the only celebrity that has apparently been using breast milk, though.
Okay.
Earlier this year, singer Halsey, who I cannot tell you a single song by Halsey, apparently she was
That's a
talking
group
about the
Halsey
of like 3 girls. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. I believe so. Yeah.
You sure about that? Okay, maybe you're
Well,
right.
maybe I'm thinking of another group.
I wish we knew.
her.
A girl with like
Oh, it's a
blue
girl.
hair.
It's one girl. Yeah. Who's the... Who are the
Destiny's Child.
sisters?
That's Hall and Oates.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Forget
all
it, I don't know.
That's a duo. and
Beatles?
they're not girls.
Yeah, it's the Beatles. It's the Beatles.
It's the Foo Fighters you were thinking about, Corby.
Damn it.
Would you guys put breast milk on your injuries?
Yes.
If it works, I would have no problem. If they sold it like at a store,
Yeah. You
I
can
would
get
have to
canned
go
breast
like door
milk.
to door and ask for it.
It comes in different breast sizes.
I would have Halsey.
Why would
applied
that matter?
Yeah, this is a nice
George.
pea cup.
What? Well, she knows how to use it. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, she's a pro.
Yeah, I've never even heard of her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Halsey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't tell you a single song. Times has released their Person of the Year for 2023. They narrowed it down from 9 different people. Does anybody want to take a guess?
9?
9?
Dion win another one?
Nope.
Person of the Year.
Haim. I'm thinking of Haim of the 3
Oh, okay,
sisters.
yeah, that's 3
yeah,
sisters.
Yeah.
And they have a brother who's a catcher for
Jonah,
the Rangers, I
yeah.
think.
Okay. Great joke. There's only one person for this.
Well, don't dismiss his joke.
Yeah, it was
it's a
fun.
great joke.
It was fun.
Dak?
No, think about it.
Patrick Mahomes.
Who is... Wait, you said person of the year?
Person
of the
Not
year.
sports person of the year.
No, this is just person.
Just who? Who is... We talk about him every day. Or her.
Kelsey Travis.
No.
Taylor Swift.
It's got to be Taylor Swift.
It is
Oh,
Taylor
very good.
Swift.
Tay-Tay.
She owns the world.
She does.
Hey, do you think that there's...
She dates a rockhead.
He does, yeah. We mentioned this on Enews. Excuse me, Enews, not Enews.
What kind of news segment is that?
Do y'all think Beyonce,
Hello.
because they're very similar, they both own the entire music industry,
I think she's heard about enough of Taylor Swift.
but they kind of do the same thing. It's like one releases a movie, the other releases a
Dude,
movie.
let me tell
one
you.
goes on tour, the other goes on tour.
My wife was on trying to find a ticket to the Renaissance movie that's coming out. And I said, I didn't know you were in a cult. Because not only did you drop bread for those concert tickets,
Boy, she did, yeah.
they are now showing you highlights. Like it's sports, it's Beyonce Sports Center.
Yeah.
They're showing you highlights. And my wife was trying to, no. It's different because her set list was different in every city, and it's behind the scenes and stuff. And it's $22 no matter what time you go. Matinee, $22 to go see that movie. Yes.
Did she go?
No. She said, no, that's too much money. I already gave her money for the concert. But, dude, she's going to go. It's going to happen.
Who made more money this last year?
It's got to be Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Taylor.
Like even the movie, like Taylor made $120 million opening weekend. Beyonce made like 30 or something like
really?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be.
But dude, that's
Taylor had the multi-night runs in every city, man. She was getting paid.
600,000 people in 6 nights in L.A.
That's ridiculous.
You guys seen Beyonce in the last couple weeks?
No.
Couple of weeks?
Yeah. What's she got going on with her skin?
Breast milk.
It's not maybe it's breast milk. She's looking she's looking a little lighter toned.
She's Sammy Sosa in this thing?
She's very Sammy Sosa in this thing.
Really?
Yeah. She's lightened up a little bit.
Taylor Swift beat out 8 other people, or nominees, because not all of them are persons, despite it being called Person of the Year. Times had Hollywood Strikers as a candidate.
ChatGPT.
Sam Altman, the CEO
From, yep.
of ChatGPT. Trump prosecutors.
Okay.
Xi Jinping.
A lot of those.
Barbie.
Wait, Xi
Jinping, the Chinese president.
Oh, yeah.
Barbie.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. You had no clue.
Of course I knew.
Vladimir Putin, which is an odd choice.
Really weird.
King Charles III and Jerome Powell.
Wasn't Hitler a Time Person of the Year?
I think you may be right.
The last 3-year winners.
Like pre-World War II.
Yeah.
This guy, listen to his ideas. Woo.
There's a white dude named Jerome.
That is breaking news. It's
pretty racist, Donovan.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I did not
Neither
even.
one of you would have either.
I did not even assume anybody's race here, Donovan.
But then I looked up because I wanted to see it, and it's an old white man named Jerome.
The chairman of the Federal Reserve.
Weird.
That does not look like a dude named Jerome
No,
Powell.
it doesn't. Jerome has the mirror with Morris Day checking him out. Yeah,
Taylor Swift joins the last 3-year winners. Last year, Vladimir Zelensky.
That is the
President of Ukraine.
least likely looking Jerome in the history of the world.
Thank you.
2021 Elon Musk, which has aged well, and 2020 Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris?
Kamala.
Yeah, man, that's all right. That's good.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Yeah, hey, I'm serious, man. That's good.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really good.
The Jonathan
What's Joe Clado?
Majors.
What time's Joe Clado?
He's coming on in
he's
just
next.
a few minutes.
He's
Don't worry
next.
about it, yeah.
I like that guy.
Nah, he's a good cat, isn't he?
No, I'm serious.
I know. You're always
I'm
serious.
serious, man.
Every
You're
time you
really
say
good.
anything, you're serious.
Yeah. No,
Go ahead, Baldy.
Go ahead, Baldy. I'm sorry.
The Jonathan Majors trial started up this week, and yesterday
Johnny Majors.
there was some.
Tennessee coach, man.
That's
No,
right.
not
don't
that
think
Johnny
so.
Majors.
Oh, okay.
It's Jonathan Majors.
Okay.
This guy seems like a scary dude.
Yeah, his. I guess their girlfriend, probably ex-girlfriend now. I don't want to speculate, but that's what I would guess.
No, he's with someone else. He's
Okay.
with the actress Megan Good.
Let's go like old computer.
That's good.
Megan Good.
Mm-hmm.
During their trial yesterday, Grace Jabari was giving her testimony, and it's fairly disturbing, as well as video surveillance footage that they have.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Of him slamming her into an SUV several times.
no.
Oh, my God.
Man, he was on top of the world after Creed 3. Creed 3, right?
Yeah.
And then he was just about to be in all of the Marvel movies.
Over the place.
Yeah.
How many Rocky movies have they made, man? They're like 7
Joe,
or 8.
like 10, actually, if you count the Creed spinoffs.
No, I'm serious about that, though. That's a lot of Rocky movies, man.
Yeah, it
Hey,
really
can I
is.
tell you something
Mr.
about?
President.
I was.
He was what's the you said Marvel movie?
Kang the Conqueror. He's going to be like the next big bad of their whole series.
They were marketing
in Aquaman,
him.
right?
No, that was DC.
My bad.
They were marketing him to be the next one,
Yes.
and then that happened, and they had to, like, all those. Was it the Army Reserve commercials he was on?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And
it just
he's from here, right?
everything. Yeah, I think he went to Cedar Hill.
That sounds right. Cockrell Hill, maybe?
Cedar Hill. It wasn't Cockrell Hill. That's
Hanging
a
out
street.
to chill, man. They're
Yes,
doing it.
but
down there.
you gotta lay.
So I was at
get a chill.
home. I was at home a couple weeks ago, and the last Rocky was on. Rocky Balboa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching, and my wife walks in, and she says, "Hey, which Rocky is this?" And the name of the movie is Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
So I said Balboa, and she said, "Hey, F you."
Oh, God.
And I went, no, that's the name of the movie. Like, she thought I was being funny. And like, it was, like, she thought it was Rocky
That's no way
1,
to
2,
talk
3,
to
4.
Donovan,
I was like,
no.
whoa, wait a minute.
Do that, man.
I'm not trying to be a jerk.
Calm her down, Joe.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
So he
Like
was
that
from
to Donnie
Cedar. He
Dill.
is from Cedar Hill, but
Thank you.
he was kicked out of high school after being in a fight.
Way to go, Donovan.
Well, I didn't do
Cedar
anything.
Hill's
I didn't
still
fight
in the
him.
playoffs, man. They're still in there. Cedar Hill.
It's the-
No, they
everything's
lost to
over.
DeSoto last week.
DeSoto's in. Okay.
Yeah.
Go Eagles.
Are you going to go to the game one of
Yeah,
those
I'm going,
Saturdays?
man.
Or are they going to do that?
It seems he never really got past that fight back in high school as he continued to
Oh, no.
maybe
That's bad.
incur violence upon
They have
his...
him and Megan Good. They are kind of PDA in that thing a lot at the courthouse.
Oh yeah, like look.
Hey. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Hey, Joe, you know how that feels, don't you?
I'm with you, man. That's why I'm always short of breath.
I know.
One more quick one here. One more. The union, the SAG-AFTRA union, they have ratified a 3-year contract with Hollywood studios, so it appears the strike is officially over.
Let's go.
Although only 38% of members participated in the vote, which seems like it's not really a good indicator.
I'm lost on that whole thing. I thought they were back anyway.
No, it was the
when are we
writers
going on
first.
strike over this
SAG, yeah.
this crap that happened this morning with the AI? When are we
Yeah.
going? We need to go on strike.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, you didn't negotiate your rights.
7 o'clock tonight. We're done.
Yep.
Till we get our rights
Yep.
back.
There you go, man.
Hey, Joe.
Is that it, Baldy?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Oh, look at there. That's Baldy with E-News.
All right. So, yes, let's send you out with song. So we have two relatively new employees now that are in the ticker room. Ryan Baldwin, who's here with us, and Kevin Landrum. Lando and Baldy, as we like to call them. And we thought that since they are so new, that we would honor them. Your first white elephant ever.
Ever.
Baldy. We would honor you guys and welcome you aboard as full ticket brethren with a nice song honoring you guys in the ticker booth.
Not everybody gets a Corby song. Realize this, Baldy. This is pretty big.
This is big, yeah. I was not prepared for this when I came in today.
All right. Well, here's Lando and Baldy. 1, 2, 3. Well, Lando was a mystery. Reddish hair, a bit portly. He tucked his shirt in every day. We wondered if that boy was gay. But Lando's stock began to grow, doing lame-ass weekend shows. He wanted to be on the team, but Cat kept saying no. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Followell.
The ticket ticker legends say, who is this guy anyway?
He eats granola every day while doing tickers for our shows.
Baldy climbed the ladder fast, jumped on board and learned his craft. He had skill no one could ignore, fending off old Dedham Moore. EA thought it was his to lose, but he accidentally took a snooze. He had a giant neck that snored, and Baldy couldn't lose.
Ty Walker or Rich Phillips?
The ticket ticker legends say, who's this guy anyway?
Fernando quit the show that day,
and old Baldy shed a tear. Now Baldy's working early morns while Lando sleeps and surfs gay porn. No one can tell the two apart, with reddish heads and not too smart. They both are on the ticket team, living out their ticket dreams. Now they hold the broadcast power for 2 whole minutes every hour.
The ticket ticker legends say,
hey, Rich,
who is this guy anyway?
We hope that both of them will stay, or then we're down to EA.
Boy, if that doesn't put you in the Christmas spirit, I don't know what will.
That is awesome. Congrats on you guys being part of the squad.
Yeah.
Thank you. Travis.
Lando.
Yeah, Travis.
You
Lando.
as well. Tyler, you as well. All of you guys have done a great job of filling in and joining the squad in our big time of need, but we love having you guys on board.
Yeah.
And Thank you today, not only to all you guys, but thanks to Travis's dad,
Yes,
Charlie.
That's right.
Who-
Papa Mejia.
Our man.
probably is the MVP of the entire day.
No question. That was great.
I'm sure that's going to be on some form of podcast, but
Wonderful.
the story of him taking you to a strip club when you were 8 years old to see his girlfriend who was dancing is
Tammy.
unbelievable.
Tammy.
We should thank Tammy, too.
Whatever happened to Tammy?
Yeah, if anybody can find Tammy from a local tavern, then we'd love to hear from her, too. So this was great.
Yeah,
Captain
this was
Donovan,
fun, guys.
thank you very much.
It's
Yeah, way to go,
awesome.
Donnie.
Thank you, guys. That was really, really fun. We are going to go to Stars Hockey right now, and then maybe, we'll get some podcasts of this. It was a blast. Thank you guys for listening all day long to a White Elephant Day. We'll holla.